Trying to waiting for this all to start up. All right, there we go. Excellent. Um, Welcome everyone to this first stream. 2/3 of the way through the Pathfinder Adventure Path Iron Gods. Um, so we made the channel Take 10 Gaming a good ways into several adventure paths. If you've watched the first two for um, Skull and Shackles and Strange Aeons, then you'll know that, like I've said, we've started both of those, but we for a long while have been playing Iron Gods. We just happened to make the channel halfway through it, so eh, we're all pretty into it, and it's a pretty quality games pretty often. So, uh, since we were just now beginning chapter 5 of 6, we figured that if we were going to do it, better do it now. So to catch everyone up, if you have any intention on playing Iron Gods yourself, I cannot recommend it enough. I've played through myself. I've DM'd Rise of the Rune Lords 3 times, but only the third time did it actually finish. The other two, we only finished the first and then second chapter on the second playthrough. But an excellent adventure path in that. The Then we played Return of the Rune Lords after that, and had an amazing time with adventure path. But as for APs, I loved Numeria, the country of Numeria that Iron Gods is set in. Just as a setting, it's Conan the Barbarian meets aliens and crazy advanced technologies, and it's an awesome setting. So when I heard that there was one for it, Iron Gods, I picked it up, and what a blast it has been. So, just so in case you are worried about spoilers, uh, know that this stream will be nothing but that. If you plan on playing it yourself. So if you don't want any spoilers, we have other streams that we stream on a weekly basis. Iron Gods will be on Tuesdays. Wednesdays has Skull and Shackles that Josh Fowler DMs, and Josh Fowler also DMs the Strange Aeons game for the Thursday night sessions. So if you don't want any spoilers for Iron Gods, I would recommend just not watching this. But if you're not worried about that, might I catch everyone up on what has been going on? So, as I've said before, Iron Gods is the Pathfinder adventure path set in the barbarian wasteland of Numeria, north of Ustalav, the Gothic horror country of Ustalav, between it and the demon-infested Worldwound. Numeria is one half like hyper advanced technology, artificial intelligence, robots, all that cool sci-fi stuff, but in a land of barbarian kings. So it is a place where all the technology is either owned by the Eclectic Technic League, which very jealously, it's a band of evil wizards that very jealously hoards all the technology it can get its hands on, and anything it doesn't get its hands on is used by barbarians who don't know what they have nor how to use it, or properly anyway. you know if it's a sword of any age, odds are very good you can swing it like a sword, and that's usually how it goes down. But yeah, so Numeria is the setting. To give a TLDR of the setting, sometime around the I think it was like 10,000 years ago. I can't remember the timestamp. I'll have to look back on that myself. But know that thousands of years ago, in typical fantasy ways of storytelling, when the humanity was in the caveman-esque setting, um, a great world ship known as the Divinity crash landed on the countryside. Some things that you'll come to have answered happened that caused this massive country-sized ship crash landed in Numeria, scoring this massive trench that looks like a canyon all across the landscape, and scattering the technology of the ship and the denizens that survived the crash, the aliens and whatnot, all the flora and fauna, amongst the Numerian countryside. This absolutely terrified the poor cave people of the time, rightfully so. So they all fled back into the caves, and after they finally, time passed and the smoke settled for the most part, and they got the courage to come out and check, they found that there were massive, about like small mountain-sized sections of strange steel, like they thought caves, but it was, just sections of the ship that had broken off in the atmosphere and landed somewhere in the country. So, while they rightfully so were afraid to go check on them, some eventually did, and through misfortune, a series of misfortunate events, one foolish barbarian chieftain pressed a big red button that he shouldn't have and caused a massive explosion which wiped out his entire tribe. And since then, the Numerian tribes have literally buried their problems. They just covered every single bit of that technology that they could get their hands on. They just buried it and then just told people to stay away from it, don't go there, and then it was just forgotten the time. And thousands of years passed, yada yada yada. We are now here in Numeria, where people, society has advanced to what is the common fantasy-esque setting, but Numeria is still ruled mostly by the multiple barbarian tribes, the Ghost Wolves, the White Scars, the Tiger Lords, to name a few. And that is where, in Chapter 1, The Fires of Creation, we begin in the town of Torch. Torch was an interesting settlement, and it got its name from the fact that it's all built on this one hill, and the hill had a permanently burning bonfire at the top of it. No one kept it lit, it just constantly was roaring, and the fire was a strange pink color. The entire economy of this town revolved around that fire. It burned so hot and so intensely that it was able to melt the exotic metals of the land, glossite and adamantine, to name a few, and so it became a very popular smith town. That was the main export of the area, and a cult known as the Lords of Rust invaded secretly. The people of Torch did not know this. They secretly invaded Torch, and they knew what the source of the bonfire was. As it turns out, the bonfire was actually just a exhaust port to a failing nuclear reactor that was buried under the hill. The cult sought to siphon the power from that nuclear reactor for their own evil purposes. And this caused the bonfire to go out, which caused the entire town to just fall apart. So the heroes have to save the town by finding out why the bonfire went out and getting it to come back on. Then you find out that it was a cult. You fight the cult, hip hip hooray, you save the day, the bonfire comes back on. There's more to it than that, but we'll be here forever. So after having saved it, that's when Chapter 2 kicks in. That was just a small contingent of the cult that came here to siphon that power. They're going to come back again and do it if you don't rip the weed out from the root. So the heroes have to travel across Numeria to find the source of the cult, and it turns out they come from a town called Scrapwall, which is extremely Mad Maxy. which is a funny thing to say. Torch is, or no, it's not Torch. Scrapwall is it's basic. It's a giant town that is nothing but a massive junkyard, and everyone in Scrapwall is a bandit of some sort. So as I said, it has some serious Mad Max vibes, and the cult, as it turns out, they worshipped a god known as Helion, one of the Iron Gods. Name title drop. This Iron God Helion, as it turned out, was real, quote unquote. The cultists did gain power from worshiping him and did his bidding, and I say him because it referred to itself as a he, but that's where any semblance of that form of definition comes to an end. This deity, quote unquote, was actually a malicious artificial intelligence. One of two that the heroes come out to discover. And after defeating it, they find out that it had a sibling, quote unquote, and a, quote unquote, mother. The sibling was named Cassandra Lee, and the mother was referred to as Unity. So, this spells some disaster, because if there are more than just this Helion, there's more dangers to be found, and probably more that will endanger Numeria or Torch or anyone that is in the local vicinity. Because, as they find out, Helion was the weakest of the trio, so, of the Iron Gods. So they find at the end of, what is it? At the end of chapter 2, we go into chapter 3, where the heroes have strong leads as to where Cassandra Lee can be found. It is, all results point towards a town called Ayandave, which is absolutely nothing like the rest of Numeria. Ayandave is very much so Amish Town, USA. It is a place where not cult, but a sect of priests who worshipped Erastil, who focused a bit much on the farming aspect, and found that all technology was something to be feared and nothing more than just pure blasphemy. So the people of Ayandave hate technology, and it's completely outlawed in the town. You're not allowed to have any technology whatsoever. So it's what most of Golarion is, no technology. Anyway, they go there to find where this Iron God is, and it turns out Ayandave, like most settlements in Numeria, was built on top of yet another one of these chunks of the divinity. In this case, it is a android making facility, and they go in there and discover that Cassandra Lee was there. Apparently, she had been killed, and her body was there, but just a couple years prior to the heroes getting there, out of just poor luck, a wizard known as Furcus Kud came and took her body for his own experiments and teleported away with her. So they have to find out where Furcus Kud is. It turns out he's this evil wizard that, resides at the top of the choking tower inside of the I think it's the choking forest or the smoking forest or Smokewood. That's it. Within Smokewood resides the choking tower, home of the mad wizard Furcus Kud, yada yada yada. They go to the wizard's tower and find out that he died years ago because during some accidental mishap involving Cassandra Lee's body, bizarre nanites came out of her body and killed him. Long story short, he's a ghost. So he's this evil wizard ghost, and he fights you, and you kill him, and then you get Cassandra Lee's body, and then you're like, well, shit, she's dead. What do we do now? And that's luckily when you get to reap the crop that Furcus Kud had sowed so many years ago, because before he was killed, he did actually get to extract some memories from the android's body. And if I forgot to mention that Cassandra was an android, this is where I'm going to tell you now, because you're like, years ago, why? How does he even have a body anymore? She was an android, and she was one of the other Iron Gods that worshipped or was under Unity, the Iron God. Through these memories that you're able to get through, she or her memories tell you that she left a copy of her intelligence in a place to the west, which the locals now refer to as the Scar of the Spider. And that is where Chapter 4 begins, because the heroes then have to travel far into the West Felldales of Numeria, the most dangerous part of Numeria, the part that's the closest to the World Wound, which, as anyone knows of Golarion, is completely infested with demons. So it's very spooky. And, you know, it's also the Scar of the Spider. Tons of spiders there. No one likes that. And just to make it even worse, inside of the Scar of the Spider is this bizarre turf war going on between two unrelated groups of aliens that, I don't know how the odds of that work out. A collection of Migo, a strange plant-like alien species, and the Dominion of the Black, for anyone who plays Starfall, or Starfinder, excuse me, they know the Dominion of the Black. It's just typical evil faction aliens, yada, yada, yada. They both landed in the Scar of the Spider and are just waging wars with each other, and Cassandra's AI is amongst them somewhere. So it's the hero's job to go get her. And it takes quite a while and quite a bit of dungeon delving, but at the end of it all, they do so. And it is in this that they meet another alien who is not amongst them. She was with the Divinity. When it crash landed, she was in a stasis pod that was supposed to keep her alive, which it did. And then the Dominion of the Black got their hands on her, and she was able to escape. But the heroes have befriended her and are in the process of... they have now, at the end of Chapter 4, defeated all the baddies in the Scar of the Spider and collected Cassandra's intelligence. And they have now, using that intelligence, fully understand how dangerous Unity actually is. Unity is an artificial intelligence, but it has gained enough power in one way or another that it is an actual source of divine power. It is quite literally an iron god. It is both malicious, and it has every intent on, if not just country-wide or like domination, it very well could want to take over the world, and probably could if it got a chance to. And it is at this point that we join our heroes. They are on their way. They have traveled back to Torch to kind of just rest, sell their goods that they got from adventuring, which we've already luckily gone over, and so we don't have to bog down the game with that. And have begun their travel to the capital of Numeria, a place known as Starfall. It is where the great stars fell, according to the largest chunk of divinity. That's where it landed. It ground a fucking trench across the Numerian waste, and it settled there. It is known as Silvermount, and right next to Silvermount is Starfall, where the Black Sovereign, the barbarian king of Numeria, Kevoth Kul, it is where he resides, and it is where our heroes are making their way to. So, without further ado, let us get to meet our heroes. What? Hello, everyone. Are you there?
Hello.
Oh, yes. Let me... Where is this? There we go. I have with me 3 of my 4 players. Scott, say hello.
No.
Okay, then. Chaz, would you say hello? Oh, you already did. Okay.
Sure.
Kyle, are you there? Well, isn't this a great
Just like
introduction?
with all of our life's problems, we can just blame Kyle.
It's what I usually default to. So,
Oh, wait. There you are.
excellent.
Uh,
So, uh, we are going to be starting things up in a moment. The fourth player, Maddie, hasn't made it back yet. His job is occupying him at the moment. They're having him run all over the neighboring counties, keeping track of stuff. Does anyone know what he works for? Ace, but like, what does he do? Is he just like keep them in gear, or is he just fix stuff? Or what does he do?
so from my
His
understanding, is Maddie is the be all end all. Do they have a problem? Chuck. He's
Chuck
kind
Maddie
of
at
like,
it. That's
yeah, he's
that's how you
kind
do.
of like it's kind of like their handyman. I don't know. Like he does small engine parts or small engines. I know he predominantly does that, but I might also be horribly wrong.
Mm.
Maddie's a mysterious boy.
Okay.
Scott, do you know what he does?
I know he makes deliveries, picks stuff up, and takes it from store to store. Basically, keeps everyone in stock
Ah,
Okay.
while also fixing stuff.
he's the DiGiorno man.
Excellent. All right, so that is where he is. He will be joining us whenever he can, but he's already informed me he's going to be very late. But you know, nothing we've not dealt with before, a late player. So I'll just be NPCing him for a moment. He'll be what is it, T-posing until
Posing in the corner.
until his hero his player gains control of him. So, before he gets here, just in case, just to like save as much time as I can for the boy, shall we go from player to player introducing ourselves?
Sure.
In terms of who we're playing, I'll just go left to right. We have Sarah Scott playing as Sarah Hitchkin. Say, who are you, what are you, and what do you do?
I am Sarah Hitchkin. I am a devout follower of Callistria,
Very devout.
and I hit things real good with a whip. I am 7 levels in Magus currently, and 6 levels in Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
So prestige class for the win.
Yeah, buddy.
So yeah, don't piss me off.
The goddess of pettiness is very easy to insult and very slow to forgive or forget. The Savored Sting is also a touch on the perverse side, so, you know, that will also be a
Have fun at
recurring
home,
factor.
boys.
Oh,
Anyway, moving right along. We have as well Sir Chaz piloting Von Warn Eyes. Let me see if I can pop these characters up for y'all. We have first. Doot. There she is. Miss Sarah. Oops. Taking a little bit. There we go. Lovely, not priestess, but follower of Callistria. Next we have Von Warn Eyes. Who are you, what are you, and what do you do?
Vaughn is Vaughn's an oracle of a dual cursed oracle of time. He's doesn't have memories from when he was a child, but doesn't let that get him down or anything. Keeps on,
Hey,
and
still pretty chipper.
he's a Swiss Army knife.
That
he's
is
got-
that is not properly selling how efficient that character is. A recurring factor or thing that's been going on since the fucking beginning of the game, and I cannot throw a problem at this party that Vaughn can't find some way of solving. Which is good, you know. It keeps things from getting too bad. You know, it keeps the game moving along, keeps morale up and everything. But oh my lord, like every time I think I've got him.
You remember? You remember when Sarah was dead and Vaughn was trapped on the same side of a wall of force with a ghost wizard
Oh yeah, Furcus could,
That-
yes.
that didn't manage to kill him
Don't remind me. Anyway.
after like 6 rounds.
Indeed. Next we have the Asimar Wizard, Terran Gates. Or wizard isn't super accurate of a term. While it is indeed the case, go ahead and explain who, what, and why you are.
So, who is my daddy and what does he do?
Yes.
All right. So, my character is Terran Gates. He is like 1 level in wizard, and then the rest in sorcerer.
Mhm.
His whole character shtick is he is an eccentric archaeologist, often referring to himself as Dr. Professor when addressing people beneath him. And he's here in Numeria looking for like wild artifacts to bring back to the museums in Varissia. He's also on the hunt for something in specific, but that bridge hasn't been crossed yet
Mhm.
because we've been inside of a hellscape for like ever.
Yeah, so Kyle, the person who plays Terran, he actually joined the party about halfway through, no, about 2/3 of the way through chapter 4. We have counting, well, I think we've had 7 different players for this party, with Chaz, Scott, and Maddie being the only unchanging members of the group. Before Kyle joined us, we had what was he? He was a alchemist gunslinger Null, the hyena people race. He was a fantastic character, known as Slave Beast Garl, was it?
Think so.
Yes.
Right.
And his name is Eli. The RP for that character never stopped being amazing. Like it is a sin that I haven't. I'm only just now recording this because if only there was a way I could like somehow post stuff from when he was in the game. He was absolutely hilarious. He was a slave only by his own will. Like, oh, we've got someone playing music. What's going on here? Oh, hello?
I don't know. I think that thing finally played from ages ago.
It's sentient.
Clear it.
Oh, yes. There we go. That's funny. Yeah, it was that one thing. Anyway, and then we also had another player named Steven. He played as he plays a barbarian, and it was he was trying to prestige class into Rage Prophet, but he left before he got his first level of it. Like he had all the levels that he needed to get it, and then when he would get it, he quit right before it. Very unfortunate. But those two, especially together, were just absolutely hilarious. And then after they left, another player, Josh T, who plays in both the Skull and Shackles and Strange Aeons games, he joined us momentarily for several games, playing as an android gunslinger. A lot of gunslingers, now I'm realizing it. But, unfortunately, life gets difficult for people, or just responsibilities take over. And while we all love Pathfinder, it's a game, so entertainment typically has to come last, which is fine. It's just fine, not a big deal. If not for them leaving, we wouldn't have Kyle. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm so sad that. I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
Oh yeah.
Makes
Speaking of,
me laugh.
there's a lot of gunslingers. I forgot. I have a level.
Yeah,
in
yeah, you
Gunslinger.
have a level. Do you have only one level in Gunslinger? Is
Yep.
that it?
Only one.
Yeah.
It's the only one I need.
My wizard archetype gives me magic guns, so I mean,
You are a spell slinger.
spell- yeah.
Slinger. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
he has one wizard level that is actually a gunslinger,
Mhm.
and a bunch of sorcerer levels. Pretty interesting, actually, the way that plays out.
I guess for those of you that don't know, Numeria is a like Conan mixed with like
Hell's
fantasy.
Yes. I gave him the lowdown a moment ago.
Oh well, I was scrolling through a 900 volume art gallery trying to find one piece of art because someone's a sick bastard. They know who they are.
Wait, me?
Hi, it's me.
Oh no. Like I was trying to find for a character or something, and it's like here it is in this 900 art piece gallery that you can only scroll through. Have fun.
Yeah.
I found it.
All right. And finally, it's unfortunate he's not here to introduce himself, but our fourth player is Peter Hastings. He is the resident good boy of the party, a paladin of Sarenrae, is it? I believe. Yes, a paladin of Sarenrae. He is. You'll eventually hear him mention it at some point. He is the younger brother of a previous character Maddie has played, who was a paladin of Iomedae. So that's kind of a neat little thing that gets referenced, and it's usually referenced in Sorrow because of events of the game that he was played in. But yeah. Anyway, let's clear these things out, and we are at, let's see, we're at 31 minutes and 57, 58, 59, 32 minutes now. So if there was ever a time, that time is now. Let me pull up some stuff so we can get this show on the road. And also, lucky me, I was able to do a test run of this before this game. This game will, fortunately enough, actually have music attached to it. So let's get the intro music started, and I will get your intro actually started once I get the PDF up. Oops. That's not what I need. Okay. Okay. Note to self in the future. Don't do that. Okay. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had learned quite the dire set of circumstances is soon to await them. The heroes had freed Cassandra Lee, the android, well now AI, from the clutches of the Dominion of the Black, and have begun their journey to Starfall. Why to Starfall, you may ask? The answer might surprise you. No. The answer is that Cassandra Lee confirmed, and not only confirmed, but bolstered their suspicions that within the capital of Numeria, within Starfall, within Silvermount specifically, resides a malicious AI known as... let me turn that down a bit, that was pretty loud. Unity, which Cassandra Lee informs you was the AI aboard the Divinity. The Divinity being the world ship that crash landed some thousands of years ago in the Numerian plains, which is why Numeria is the way it is. That ship had a main AI that was both its pilot and its go-to computer, that whenever the captain or anyone asked for the computer's aid in something, they would speak to Unity. And Unity is still around. And is not only still around, has become quite malicious in its age, and I guess fortunate for it, has also gained access to mythic power and has become a literal Iron God. Upon hearing that there is such a thing as the Technic League that now resides in what the heroes have explained to be Starfall, Cassandra explains that if you are to get to Unity, you have to take out the Technic League first. Unity is as evil as it is, but she also knows that Unity, being an immortal AI, doesn't really worry all too much along the lines of hurrying. It's got what it believes to be eternity to make its plans. So odds are good it will you'll have some time, but better better now than later is the idea we're going for here. With that information, the heroes have began their journey from the town of Torch, where the game began in the first chapter, and are making their way towards Starfall. Let's move ourselves to the world map of Numeria and see where they are. Excellent. Oh, yes, they've not yet left Torch. They still reside meow. They need to make their way all the way to Starfall. You all are going to be traveling by carriage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that shall take quite a while. But deciding to take this route instead of traveling by moth, which might become explained later on, but we'll see how that plays out. It is luckily only about 100-mile journey. Of course, that has to go over First Blade's path, which in itself takes quite some time, but hey, gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet and all that. So let me get some things up and going. I gotta make sure I get Maddie's character sheet ready for when I eventually do need it. Alright, cool. Oh, shit, I just now realized. There's one further bit of information I've yet to give to any watchers. Halfway through Chapter 4, the heroes allied with one of the aliens amongst the Scar the Spider. It was an alien refugee known as Isuma. Bing! There she is. Isuma is a Kasatha, a tall and slender four-armed race of alien, and she's quite intelligent and very adept with weaponry, specifically firearms. She herself decides to typically wield both a ritualistic hunting knife in one arm. She holds a light shield in another arm, and using her other two arms holds a Zero rifle, a rifle that fires a laser of cold energy. She's rather reserved and kind of... how would you guys explain Isuma?
I wouldn't not stoic, but
She seems somewhat like shy.
yeah, reserved.
Mm-hmm.
But grounded.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word I would probably use.
Okay.
Like she's not like overtly literal, but she's also not like prone to like hyperbole or exaggeration.
Yeah.
She states things exactly how they are.
Okay.
I like her.
She is our resident Starfire, if you wish to.
God.
But instead of being like a cutesy high school girl, she's an alien that had to watch her entire family be murdered by brain-eating aliens.
Yeah, and a little less, slightly less fish out of water. Like
Yeah.
she understands for the most part what's going on, but we say dumb shit, and she's like, I don't understand what that means. We're like, you don't need to drop your IQ to know. So
Yeah. So, let's see. Is there any last minute shopping you all wish to do in Torch? Any supplies you'd like to gather? Anything of that matter?
I've already
Uh,
spent
I
my-
want to talk to oh, what was his name? Our
Connor?
beloved, yeah, Connor.
Yeah, Connor Bain, one of the leaders of Torch. Torch is a town. Instead of having a mayor, so to speak, it has a council of I think 5 peoples, with Connor being not the leader, but definitely one of the more popular members. He's like the go-to Mr. Fix-It for things that go wrong in Torch. So yes, you in that case, it's absolutely not hard for you to get a council with him. You can honestly, if you walk into the main hall of Torch to find him doing his work for the typical day-to-days, no one stops. The only reason they would stop you is to either get an autograph or to thank you for the umpteenth time, probably this day, for what you've done for Torch, for your numerous heroic efforts to save it, not once but twice and probably thrice by this point. But yes, no one stops you or even slows you other than by praising you as you make your way into Connor's office area. He is actually getting a few papers finished and seems to be on his way out when you come to the door. He looks up first in puzzlement and then sees who it is, and then warmly, a big warm smile goes across his face as he says, "Sarah!" and like opens his arms wide and walks towards you for a hug.
I will hug him.
It is not the strongest. Connor looks tough, but he has a strength score of 8. So, I mean, you know, it's a warm one, but not a backbreaker.
Right. I ask him if this is a bad time.
He says, "For you, sir, it's never a bad time. What's wrong?"
Well, we need to talk.
You see an obvious look of worry cross his face as he looks to you, and he says, "I've known you for some time, Sarah, and every time you say that, it either involves a co-worker of yours causing you trouble or something else is wrong."
I lean in while I'm still in the hug. We're going to Starfall.
He freezes. And then kind of like pulls you away from him and looks you square in the eye with a crazy serious face. And he says, "Why would you go there?"
Bad things are afoot, Connor. We can talk with everyone if you'd rather do that.
Why would I rather you do that? What is so bad that needs you to go to that nightmarish realm of smoke and steel?
I look around the room and I try not to. I see the people fangirling over us, and we're just like,
Oh yeah, see, there's people like there's no one in the room with you, but you can tell like there's like some people in the room that you just came from.
the vicinity.
Yes.
Let's just say it involves some very smart things. And I tap my forehead.
The Technic League.
Yes. And worse.
Worse. What could be worse than the Technic League?
Do you remember the thing that we took care of down under Torch?
You mean the reactor? Yes, we've got it. Not only is the light of Torch is it roaring as strong as ever, but we've also been able to stabilize it. Within the time that you've been on your adventures, we found a way to regulate its boosts and exhaust. We only have to evacuate the areas about once a month now instead of once a week. And then it dawns on him that what you're getting at. Because while he's
Yeah.
not strong, he is smart. And he says, "An iron god. You found another iron
The-
god?" No.
Yes.
Sarah, this might be a bit above your pay grade.
Yeah. It is.
Surely there's... I'm not the first person you've told of this. You've seeked aid from someone, yes?
Well, we
Are the
currently
rest
have...
of you going there?
Yes, of course, and we also have an alien with us, but...
He stops having a worried face. Has a... What? Like you say alien.
Oh,
and
yeah, we just spent a
what?
solid month out in, the Scar of the Spider.
Yes, you found aliens.
Multiple. Only one left who was kind.
He, at this point, looks kind of tired from the conversation. He just goes, "Okay." He then returns to where he was getting up from and, like, just sits down and kind of goes into a drawer, fiddles around with something. And as he's doing it, he waves you over to, like, sit in front of him.
I do.
He fishes out a he fishes out what looks to be kind of like a pipe, like a smoking pipe, and wrestles around for a second one and offers it, kind of like holds it up.
Oh, yeah, I take it.
Okay, cool. He doesn't pack it with tobacco. It's not flay leaf, but it's probably something of the make. And then he waves his hand after casting a simple spell, and you hear the door click close and then lock. And then he says, "Tell me everything you want to." And that's when we're going to pan away from that. What all do you tell him, though?
I tell him that the events, and I'm going to zoom out on the map, trying to just give a little play-by-play of where we've been.
Okay.
The events led us from Torch to Scrapwall, where we took down one AI named Helion.
Mhm.
Then we dicked around down here.
Yeah,
Found the corpse of Cassandra. Went here, found the corpse of... Well, we learned about the corpse there. We found the corpse here. Went
No,
to
you went to
Iodinvay.
Iodinvay.
Oh, yeah.
Found out
So
that
it
it was here.
Yeah.
Then went there to
Here.
get it, and then found out that her body was there, but her mind was all the way over here.
Then we
Okay.
went back here like 4 times.
a lot of journeying took place.
Then we came here.
Mhm.
And now... Oh, I also mentioned that we found the brain in a jar. Canned jackass.
Yes, Theris Holiard. A very unusual NPC that you all can get assistance from. A quote-unquote dead man. Theris Holiard was a high-ranking lieutenant of the Technic League. He refers to himself as the Great Theris Holiard. I mean, the ex-captain of the Technic League, as he understands that the party does not like the Technic League whatsoever, and he's more or less saying anything he can, because while he is dead, he is also kind of alive. He's a brain in a jar, which is given excruciating pain whenever it's activated, but he is able to communicate with the outside world. And that's the only semblance of life he has. His goal, according to what he's told everyone, is to be returned to the Technic League compound in Starfall, so that he can download his intelligence into a new body. That is what he's trying to go for, and that is the deal he's made with the party, that they'll do that for him in. And as payment, he has been giving information of how to sneak into the Technic League compound, what to expect, yada yada yada.
I asked Connor, is what he says true? Because yes, we gotta get in there, and we have some things we are not letting go. I also fill him in that yes, we found fucking Cassandra.
Yeah. So he can confirm for you that he did know of Theris when he was alive, but he was never Connor was never a high-ranking member of the League. Sergeant might be a way of explaining it. He was one of the foot soldiers at the time, still a higher-ranking foot soldier, but a foot soldier nonetheless. He just had the good sense to leave when he did. And he fled from there to Torch with his daughter. But yeah, he can confirm that everything Theris has been telling you is accurate. He's not lied to you.
Good.
Or maybe he has.
Maybe Connor's in on it.
How far does it
But-
go?
But at the end of the story, I'm like, yeah, and we're setting off for Starfall soon. Just wanted to see if there was any advice you could give other than don't do it. It's a death trap. We're out of our minds.
So you say all that, and Connor just gives a big exhale of a giant drag from his pipe. He goes, so, if I'm not going to say any of that, I can just skip to the end. And he kind of puts the, knocks the ashes out of his pipe. He gives you a rundown on what to expect in Starfall.
Nice.
Boom. Starfall. You've probably already read it, but that bit there is what Connor says to you. Let's see here. He then also tells you that here's some more boom, city life. I'll let y'all read that. And another bit is here for y'all. Here's a map for the people watching at home. Those are the sections and the districts for Starfall. They're something that you can read at your leisure. But the one thing Connor tells you is that as it is known to you all technology is not outlawed, but the possession of technology is outlawed by anyone that the Technic League does not allow. All technology, according to the Technic League, is Technic League property. So if you have some, you're stealing. So, they say who is allowed and who isn't allowed, and the way that they signify that is through certain badges that the Technic League hands out. Connor has long since gotten rid of his. He's gotten rid of his carrier badge, as it's referred to. But he does know that there were people that forged their own. Those people did not last very long, as at least a year or two, sometimes 10, they would be found out, and the punishment for that was expectedly horrid. So, do that at your own risk. But yeah, he then finishes with, "You're crazy, don't do it, yada yada yada." But he also knows that simply telling you that will not stop you, so. At the end of it, he just gives you a warm final hug of good luck, and asks that you at least say goodbye to Val, his daughter.
Of course, Connor.
And then he says goodbye as you leave.
Yeah. For those watching the stream, one cool thing about Sarah's backstory is she moved to Torch after some bullshit in another dimension, aka another game that didn't happen in Golarion.
It can be said
And,
to happen in Golarion if
Somewhere far off.
somewhere.
But she moved here, and Connor was one of the first people to, you know, take her in, treat her kindly, get her used to a place littered with technology.
What if, now that I think about it, what if she was from Varissia, which is relatively near Hermea, and the cult that she had a run-in with were like people of Hermea that were kicked out, so they're like all crazy dragon cultists.
That can work just fine.
Crazy dragon people.
Crazy dragon people. Anyway.
Live with them, can't live without them.
Alrighty. So, is anyone else got any last minute things, or can we begin the journey that will probably end with everyone dying?
Ooh, can we just go straight to death?
Yeah, okay. So let's see. Taryn, you pull out your gun.
My favorite breakfast meal.
Favorite breakfast. There's not gonna be any second breakfast after this. Anyway.
So does Sarah give us all of this information?
Yeah.
that we-
Yeah. It's
Now,
known to the
once
party.
I figure we can meet back at the tavern, I can say goodbye to his daughter, and then I'll explain that stuff before we go.
Everyone has their goodbyes and their heartfelt farewells of good luck and yada yada yada. As a form of payment, Vol will give each player that uses a gun 10 adamantine bullets that she made herself.
We will take those.
It's appreciative, but the gun doesn't use bullets.
Wait, shit.
In
Damn,
which case, she gives you a battery. How about that?
we take those.
Batteries are nice, yeah.
Double A or triple A?
9-volt.
The kind.
Ah,
9-volt.
9-volt. I guess while Sarah's doing that, the only thing that Taryn's doing is he's at the inn badgering these poor people about like their technology. Like he's like oohing and awing over like the little stuff that they might have.
Mhm.
And then he's also pandering for information for the certain thing he's looking for. He's like, hey, have you heard of this item? And I imagine most people are like, no.
Yeah, the common people of Torch are similar to the common people of any other typical town in Galarian, honestly.
They're dumb.
Yeah, unfortunately. They're just commoners. Whilst there is technology amongst the people here, it's not like everyone like knows how to, work with electronics or machines or whatnot. There are more smiths in Torch than the average town because it is a smithing town, but that's about it.
Okay.
And most of them focus more around the magical aspect of it, because there are many worshippers of Bry, the goddess of artifice and technology.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And time.
And time, several domains, but those are more the main ones. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. You all hop into your carriage, the Grim Wagon, as it's been. I just now realized Steven's character, the barbarian he played as, his name was Grim. That's why it's called the Grim Wagon. And it's drawn by two horses named Billy and Mandy.
I hate this game.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I'm okay. Well, you're gonna have to find a new player. I'm dipping out now. That was
No, don't leave me. No. Okay. Okay. So I've looked it up. It is, as I've said, a long ass journey. A simple survival check of 12, I'll say, is all you really need to know that it will take about 3 days, 2 if you're lucky, to cross First Blade's Path, which, and even to get to First Blade's Path will be a 2-day journey alone. Each tile is, I think, 10.5 miles. Boop. Yeah, 10.5 miles. And the wagon travels at 16 miles a day. So you'll cross 1.5 tiles a day. So let's get this bad boy on the road. Day 1. Boop. And then, yeah. At the end of that day, I will need everyone to have eaten a ration, please. Let me see, where's the rations on this boy? Ah, here we go. He's eating a ration. Isuma has her own foodstuff, so you don't have to worry about her. Has everyone done so?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's roll an encounter. There's no encounter for today. Or so they thought. The next day.
Oh.
Eh. Yeah. Alrighty. If we could get another ration eaten, please. And with that, Maddie is out of rations.
There's rations in the cart, right? I think.
Sure there are.
I mean, we lost what, like 4 of them due to rats last day.
Rats in the basement ate a few of the rations.
In the basement.
In the basement of the Grim Wagon. It's actually like a 3-story. It's just through technology. Okay. Okie dokie.
Through technology, just meaning the ion tape that's holding it together.
At this point, dude, you guys had a carriage arena combat using this carriage and another carriage that was drawn by ogres that was being driven by a troll using a harpoon gun.
Yeah.
In chapter 2.
I seem to remember we attempted the we attempted the sort of vehicle combat for like a round, and they were like, "Nah, we're done with it," and just got off.
And then just shot the rider.
Yeah.
Caused the thing to crash. Yeah, no, chapter 2 is a wild ride. It's very Mad Max, but in a fantasy setting, so even crazier. Roll for the encounters. You guys are doing good with the lack of encounters. Now begins the arduous journey of traveling over First Blades Path. Can I get a survival check from somebody, please?
Not I, said the cat.
Somebody that's good at it, which I think is no one now.
I think it's Peter.
No, he has a -1 to survival. The question is it Isuma?
Might be Asuma. She is a gunslinger.
Ah, yes it is. She has a plus 15 to survival. Ba-ding!
Nice.
Isuma rolls a 21. She finds a easier path for the horses, and you all make more progress than normal along First Blades Path.
Dope.
But you all have to make camp within the canyon for now, and we are going to have everyone eat another ration. Chaz, are you removing rations from the cart's inventory to do so?
Nope.
Nope. You just
I
have them on your own character sheet?
Yep.
Okay.
I have my.
Let's see. Where is the carriages inventory? Here we go. Boop, 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 boo. Trail rations. Ah, okay. I will remove 1. There we go. That one was for Peter. And we will now roll an encounter. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. No encounter for today. You guys are pretty lucky. Pretty lucky in this aspect. Moving right along. Can I get another survival check from me? Let's see. Where's the survival? There it is. You all fly through First Blades Path. What is typically kind of half a week's journey becomes just a simple 2-day stroll, as it takes 1 day to get down it and across a lot of it, and then across the rest of it and back up it. Ba-boom! Which has you ending there. And then I'll need each of you to eat another ration, please. And then I will roll an encounter. Ba, 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 ba. Everyone, there's going to be a fun little combat. Get ready.
Oh, noise.
Yeah.
I
Who
hope it's
wants
another
to
troll.
roll?
Ooh, pick me, pick me. I
Roll
love
a
this.
die 100, please, because now you are within. What is this section of the map called again?
The White Scars.
No, the White Scars are the barbarian tribe that rule over this area.
Do they ride bikes?
I know, right? That I always think about that. Let's see. Random encounters. The northern section is known as the Sovereign's Reach. And your die result was a 10. Can I get a die 4, please?
3.
Okay, 3 Gearsmen.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how weak are these?
The common foot soldiery of the Technic League. You'll enjoy this encounter, my boy.
So shooting them with disintegrate might be overkill, like I did to that
Very much
portal.
overkill.
Perfect.
Alrighty, select your characters and roll initiative, everybody.
These goons. We're level 13 adventurers. They don't know better.
It's
I
alright.
rolled okay. I rolled above a 10.
Oh, let's see.
They could have gone home to their wives and family. Now they're just gonna.
These are robots.
I also rolled above a 10.
They could have gone home to their robot wives and their robot families.
Instead.
Have you not seen Robots?
Oh, the movie Robots?
Yeah.
So that everyone had like their movie when they were a kid, right? That they watched like over and over and over. Robots was one of them for me.
Oh.
My parents, when we were in that stage of our lives, when we were young, and like I was in high school, Savannah was in middle school, where we would do quite a lot of traveling, at least once a year. They purchased these battery-powered TVs that you could strap to the back of the car seat for like
Yeah.
the front passengers, for like TVs for the back passengers, and there weren't very many DVDs we owned at the time, because I am the second oldest a millennial can be. So that was before, like that was when DVDs were like becoming like they weren't new, but they weren't old. Or I mean, yeah. So long story short, we watched that movie like every time we went anywhere.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's a lot. Okay, let's get the turn order thing up here. Boop. Let's see. Let me get this bad boy sorted.
I think I'm going to take my second roll.
You think you take the second one, the one that got you a 23? The
Oh,
29.
the 29.
Fair enough. If I do this, okay, cool.
Oh, they rolled like shit.
They have a very poor initiative. They're big, lumbering, rusty robots.
Yeah,
So, starting this bad boy off, Vaughn, you did see this coming, but you were powerless to stop it. What do you wish to do? You are staggered for the first round of combat.
Yeah. Just gonna fire my arc rifle once at this one. So, it's a natural one. Big sad.
Okay. Yeah, that will unfortunately miss. Let me pop these little like names and health bars up for y'all. So that will be that. You may shift if you wish. Sarah Hitchkin, you going next, homegirl.
Yeah, let's see what the spell does. 'Cause I've never used it and I've had it prepped for a while. Discharge.
Doctor, are you sure this will work? I have no idea. Well, I don't either, because you didn't stat the stuff in. So
You're right. I've never cast it before.
I mean, it's fair. I'm not judging because
Good
it's
job.
Okay. Discharge dissipates charges from one technological object, temporarily powers down one electrically powered technological object that does not use charges, or severely hinders a creature with the robot subtype. If the spell targets an object with charges, the object loses all of its remaining charges. If the object is powered by an electrical means other
the
than
target is a
charges,
robot. It is staggered and cannot use any of its energy-based attacks for 1d4 rounds. And a robot that's affected by the spell receives the new saving throw at the end of each round to shrug off the effect. So I get a Fortitude save. Cool beans. Which one are you targeting? No, one. Yeah, it's one creature. So you get to pick one.
This one. It's closer to me.
The one on the right. Hoya! Well, that ain't it. So, this one is going to be slowed and does not get to use its cool Neuro Club ability. Where is the slowed down? Oh, there's a snail icon. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Haha. Is staggered, so it gets to move or attack. On its turn. Terran, you go next, homeboy.
Weedle, 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 weedle. So gun doesn't have a huge amount of.
She cast discharge. I cast gun.
I want to go like 5, 10.
Spellcaster's favorite cantrip.
25, 30. We'll do that.
Okay.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong. Robots are a different subtype than construct.
Well, they are constructs. They are a subtype of construct.
Oh, good. I use gun.
Oh, joy. And you also find that that's more powerful than you think it is. So yeah, that 22 will absolutely hit its touch AC.
There's that, and then here's the 2d6 from the Bane.
Okay, so, nice damage, by the way, my dude. Only 3.
That's
Most robots have a
bad.
weakness to critical hits and electricity. So that deals more damage than you thought. Is the Bane damage part of that, Chaz? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I will look it up.
Is it the boy? Oh no, it's the fox cat. It got me excited.
I'm going to have to mute it for myself. There we go.
Did it post it again?
How many times did you type it out?
Twice. Just twice. It's played it 4 times.
That's hilarious. It's fine. I've just muted it. But yeah, it tried playing it again.
It doesn't specify on the enchantment itself.
I mean, it's fine.
But
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying
we'll just say it's 8 damage.
untyped. What I'm saying from like Reddit is it's untyped, but
Okay.
it's just extra.
Gotcha. Isuma is going to do what she does best. She is going to use her Deadly Aim feat to have a -3 to attack, but a +6 to damage. And she is going to ruin that one. Let's see. -3 to attack. So what she needs is a 11. So all of those hit, but then we have what is 15 plus 15 plus 16 plus 14. Yeah, so 60 damage total. That is plenty to kill that. The third attack will destroy it, and the next one will go into the one to the left. So it takes 14 damage. It'll take, like, we'll say 40. Nice. Moving right along. Peter is going to charge this one. And as part of his charge, he's going to draw his weapon. Does he have a charge buff? Yes, he does. Excellent. Take this. Hiya! Well, he rolled a 1. Moving.
Man, we're doing great for our first on-camera appearance.
I mean, you staggered one, killed one, and almost killed another. This one is going to be slowed. So let's see, what would it do? It has the good sense to. It's just going to move its 20 feet to here, and that's all it gets to do. This one, however, is going to full attack Mr. Peter Hastings. So here we go. Take this. All of those will miss, and that is the end of that. Moving right along. Back to the top of initiative, we have Vaughn. What are you going to do, my boy?
just a regular old full attack.
Okay.
Gonna 5-foot step here first. And is this boy within 30 feet? Yeah. All right. Full attack, aiming at the slowed one.
Okay.
Hiya.
Oh, it's electric damage. Yes.
And +1 to
+1 to hit
attack
damage.
and damage. Yeah.
Nice. So that's the first one is going to deal 21 damage. And then the next one is going to do 16 damage. Oh, almost killed it. But not
So
quite.
close.
Sarah Hitchkin.
I'm gonna shift forward.
Oh, let me get that Gearsman's fortitude save to shrug off the staggered. Okay, never mind. You may continue.
I'm gonna shift forward, use my once a day winsome lash ability, and get myself a 20-foot range instead of 15.
Hot damn.
Yeah. Whip whip. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Did you roll max damage 3 times?
I did.
Well, look at you. Okay. Yeah. Those will all hit. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Just the first one will hit. And it will deal 1 damage. Because these things have hardness
DR
10.
10.
No, not DR, hardness. And it's at this point that I remember what hardness does.
Hardness applies to everything.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it 20 health back.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm going to give this one 10 health back because I'm pretty sure it deserves it. Nah, let's keep it at 28. As my folly as DM. I'll take that one, but I'll give this one back. Anyway. Moving right along. So yeah, you whip the Gearsman and it hurts it right good. Taryn, my boy, what you gonna do?
If Maddie was here, I'd be a dick. But because he's not here, I'm gonna shoot this one with a shocking grasp because I can shoot spells through gun.
Okay, give me a range touch attack with your gun, please. That will hit and that will hurt. So, is this the hardness? Does it come into play for a spell?
Hardness is just damage in general.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, this is going to deal 15 plus 7 goes up to 22, so 12. Very nice. It's getting there. Not quite dead yet, or destroyed. Isuma is going to realize you might be in a pickle, so she is going to shift to here, and she is going to do what she always does. Deadly aim, fired by a bunch of shooting. That will hit, dealing grand total of 4. Grand total of 4. And then a grand total of 2. And then a miss. It is alive with 2 health. Peter, now that he's no longer out of range, is going to full attack. Hiya. Uh-oh. Well, you might find this surprising, but that's enough to kill it on the first one. So what is that? 39. What's half of 39? 19. Half rounded down, I mean. So 58. So 48 damage. The first attack is enough to kill it. Move from the initiative counter. Moving right along, and he'll shift. This Gearsman is going to shift to here, and it's going to swing at you with its Time-Worn Neural Inhibitor. Hiya! That will hit. Can I get 10 health from you? Thank you very much.
Wait, my AC's 23.
Your AC is 23?
Hey, he's 23.
What does it say 20? Why is your thing not attached to your stats? That's weird.
Because I don't know. I don't know, man.
That's interesting. Okay, yeah, then a 22 will miss. My apologies. You may have your health back.
Thank you, my lord.
That's its turn. At the end of its turn, it's going to roll its fortitude save. Is that enough? What is the DC to get over this discharge ability? Scott?
The DC is going to be... A fortitude negates it. So... Oh god, what's my caster level is only a 7th level caster.
It's the spell level, which is 3, plus your intelligence. Yeah, what's your intelligence score?
6.
So 19.
9.
19 is what I need, which fails. 18 fails. So, it is still staggered. Vaughn, it is your turn, my guy.
I've realized why the first gearsman went down so easily. He forgot to take his Viagra this morning.
Hey, hey, rip.
Just gonna shoot at it.
Okay. 32 will hit, and let's see, that will be 9. Half of that, it makes that a 13. So 3 damage is enough to destroy it, bringing it to -1.
Yay.
The good news that it's no longer staggered. The reason is because it is dead.
Death, the ultimate CC.
Indeed.
The ultimate cantrip.
This brings an end to that combat. Okay. It's time to award some experience. Do. The party gains 900 experience each.
We'll take those.
We're almost to the next level already.
Not even.
Not with that.
What do you all need?
Over 100,000.
445,000.
445,000?
And we're sitting at 323,000 and some change.
Indeed. What is everyone's victory animation for all that? Da 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 da. Ba, 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 ba.
I go to high five Peter and he just doesn't raise his hands. And
Do you like swing the high five like wide to the air and fall over or something?
yeah,
It's
it's
funny.
great. Fuck you, Peter.
Seeing him grovel on the ground, I wince.
I'm not groveling. I'm just
You-
tasting the dirt to see what.
Your
Able.
wasp familiar Salt begins chuckling at him falling on the ground. Isuma kind of gives a oh man kind of expression as goes to move to help you. Peter
I
T poses until Maddie arrives.
I'm just like, no, I'm fine. I'm just checking down here for artifacts. As my tears turn the dirt to mud.
Well, that's funny. I just now realized if I close out the turn order thing, it closes it out for everyone. Neat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right,
Right.
let's continue
more.
this, shall we? Boop. Yeah. You all get there. Can I get another ration eaten, please?
You may.
How's everyone doing on rations? Are we all properly stocked?
I got
Really?
4 or 5.
I've got 2 left.
I
Okay.
still starve.
Okay. Dude. All right. There's going to be yet another encounter. I'm going to roll this one.
Big boy encounter. Big boy encounter.
Ooh, that's neat. Let's see.
6 gold dragons.
But golds are good.
Tiamat herself.
Rolling 3. That's an interesting fun. I didn't know they would do that. Okay, let me get the page ready. Ding ding. Pop this up and get you all moved over. Oops. To here. Can I get you all to select your characters and roll initiative?
Ooh.
These
The
are
hell are these?
interesting things we got here.
Indeed. Behold, Technic League hirelings. This woman's once fine garments are tattered and stained with unnatural fluids, but her protective gear is very carefully maintained. Beware! You now tread in very dangerous waters.
I wonder if these people have badges on them.
That's what I was just thinking.
You're like, I smell a payday coming.
There's more of us than.
Having to roll everyone's initiatives. Oops. Excellent, excellent. Okay, have you changed your initiative to what you want it, Vaughn?
Yes.
Okay, let me... Doot. Interesting. Isuma's name isn't popping up. Let me... no, that's not what I need. I need... that. That should fix that, I believe. No? Ah, I know. If I do this... Haha, did that do it? I give up. Okay. Vaughn, you did see these guys coming, but like everything else that you see coming, you were powerless to stop it. What do you want to do, my dude?
I'm just gonna.
Blast them.
Nah, gotta use my consumables, right? So, swift action. Gonna deploy a concussion grenade from my spring-loaded wrist sheaths into my hand,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna toss it there at the front one.
Okay. Yeah. There's a little yeah noise that you make. It lands right there.
Nice.
Make it a little smaller. Okie doke. Sarah, you're going next, homegirl.
Alrighty. I look at Salt and I say, do the thing. That's my move action. He is going to cast this.
Oh, good.
On this one.
On that one, target is filled with a lust and desire for a single creature or object as designated by you at the time of casting.
That one.
Let's see. That's hilarious. As the target would not normally be lustful towards it, it gets a 4+ bonus to the saving throw. What's the DC?
14.
Okay. +4 to this. Oh no. It fails.
It worked.
Let me where's my little heart? My little heart. thingy. There we go. There. That's what we'll go for. You have a standard action.
I'm gonna look at Salt and just laugh that it worked.
Salt twiddles its little mandibles together and says, "The savored stings work in progress." Peter finds all of this weird, but he's going to ready an action to attack them if they get near you all, once the grenade goes off. Isuma does not give the first fuck about these to her aliens, so especially since she knows that they're part of this evil contingent, so she will do what she always does and unload. Pew pew pew. Targeting this one, whose touch AC is 14, so that's a hit, and an auto miss. So we've got 22, followed by enough damage to kill it. So, boop. 22 plus 17 is 39. Brings that to negative 14. And then she will bring the next shot over into this one and deal 17 damage to it. And then the fourth shot will go wide. The hireling actually should have gone next. My bad. What are you gonna do? What do you even have? This technically hireling is going to cry, and now this one is going to charge Peter, who immediately makes his attack, and then kills her.
So the question is, how much overkill are we looking at today?
Taryn, it's your turn.
How much overkill are we looking at? Do we banish her to hell?
She just got brokenhearted. Don't do that to her.
A banishment to hell. Wait, what's her touch AC?
14.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Oh God! Okay,
I
you
need
killed her
a,
twice from full health.
I need a will save to see if she goes to hell.
Well, does she?
It's a 6th level spell.
The DC is 10 plus the creature's level.
10 plus the creature's level?
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't say what the actual
No,
thing
that's
is.
it's the DC of the spell. The thing you were looking at is someone trying to resurrect them.
Because I am dumb. Oh, then it's 23.
Well, this technically hireling dies, and dark flames from the pit itself come up and capture this creature and pull her soul in literally quite straight into hell.
Is her body still there?
No.
No.
Oh.
Everyone, I imagine, like, Peter looks at him like, look, man, straight to hell.
2 seconds pass and a grenade.
And then the
goes off.
grade goes up.
Well, didn't that happen last time with the dolls?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep doing this. I have like almost 30 of them. I have to use them.
All right, let's get the.
Straight to hell.
Everyone gets 600 experience each. Let's see.
Oh, we're getting close. I still may be lying.
Still may be lying. If you wish to loot them, they actually have quite a bit of gear.
Yes. That
Loot
is-
for the loot god.
Now, they are only level 4 characters, just so you know. So that's a thing to know. But each of them has this. So they each have. So there's 2 instances of this stuff. Two
Two.
potions of cure light
Oh, right.
wounds.
The other one's gone.
Yeah. So I guess 4 potions of cure light wounds, 2 potions of delay poison, 4 vials of acid, 2 vials of alchemist fire, 2 antitoxin, 4 smoke sticks, 2 masterwork studded leathers, 2 masterwork buckler, yada yada yada, all the way down. I don't recommend taking all of that because that'll fill an inventory.
We could toss it all in the bag of holding.
I mean, if you want
Or
to go about
On
that,
the or just on the cart.
yeah, that's true. The
Go there.
cart. If you want to do all that, then feel free to. But the cart at that point is going to just be a gigantic pile of stuff because you guys also have to be able to fit into it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll put the. Hang on. Where's the bag of holding that's on me? I'll grab. Oh.
Do they have badges?
No.
Ah, man, that sucks. Yeah, I'll grab some of the stuff. I'm gonna grab the potions, the acid and alchemist fire, antitoxin, smoke sticks, the cloaks.
He's like, yes, tools to get me out of tricks in the future.
The good shit, basically. I'm gonna leave like the masterwork studded leather and buckler and dagger and that kind.
Yeah.
Does anyone need masterwork thieves tools or an e-pick?
You know what? I'll take those. I do have a real good sleight of hand. And
Indeed.
a real good disable device. I mean, like
Damn, boy! Wow! Whoa!
like a
Why do
Okay,
you
yeah.
have a plus 37?
because I a lot of reasons. I've got a really high dex. I took a lot of things.
Alright.
Hey,
You said you needed a rogue, and I'm just a wizard.
He's
Hey,
like,
that's
hey,
my
can we get a
perception bonus."
rogue? And he's like, what's that? A wizard with a gun? All right. I mean,
Right.
hey, yeah, I'm
I
okay.
do the thing.
Oh, yeah,
I do the thing.
take the black e-pick and the masterwork thieves tools, or take one of the black e-pick. and
Yeah.
masterwork
So that's
thieves.
another thing.
Wait, shh, guys. Here.
Oh, Maddie's here. Hello. Yeah, we had to start without you, and we've given you somewhat of a introduction, but it will pale in comparison to whatever introduction that you would like to give us. So, before we continue on, I have documented all of the experience you've gained, any loot that you would have picked up, which so far has been none. You fought how many? Three of the gearsmen and 3 technically hirelings. You have gained a grand total of 1,500 experience, which has been put onto your character sheet. Just now in the chat box, there is the stuff that you've got from the Technic League people. If there's anything in that list that you'd like to take, feel free to go get it. And you're just a couple days journey away from Starfall. So with all that said, Maddie, who is your character? What is he? And what does he do?
Wait, we did this last time.
Do it again. Well, this is the first time it's like properly streamed.
Uh,
And honestly, we're probably gonna do it every single time, but it'll be much shorter.
my character's name is Peter Hastings. He is a Who-Man. He is a Paladin of Sarenrae. Basically the purge it with fire, but also sow compassion. And I am the tank / half face.
Indeed. Alrighty.
Did you spend my money wisely?
I have not spent your money at all.
Cocaine and hookers.
Oh,
Well, you do have. There we go. The stream disconnected for a second, but it's reconnected. Okay. You what now, Maddie? Sorry.
I had messaged a while ago asking if there was a way I could raise my AC before we leave town.
Oh, sorry. I don't. The only thing I have up on my computer right now is for the stream. So, because it'd be very annoying for people watching to hear like the pa-ding of like Facebook messages.
No, it was through Discord.
Oh, when you have a streaming software open, it mutes Discord. So
Gotcha.
I also just don't see any messages. Did I miss something? Oh, I see. I now see it. If you, what would you want to do that?
If I can increase either my shields, enhancement bonus, or my amulet, or my ring.
Sure, since that won't take very long. Let's see, what bonus is your shield and what do you want it to get it to?
Everything is a +2,
So you want to get them all to +3?
if possible. If not, probably just one of them because I don't have a lot of gold from last time.
Let's see,
We'll focus on the shield.
the +2 shield to turn it into a +3 would cost 5,000 gold.
We'll do it.
Anything else?
No,
Okay.
I don't have enough gold.
Yeah, buddy. 5,000 gold later. It is a +3 light steel shield or a hard light shield?
Heavy.
Oh, heavy steel shield. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Done and done.
Boom.
All right. Yeah, without any further ado, you all are going to be continuing on your journey. Let me get to where I can see what I'm doing. Cool. I think I had you all eat. Oh, no. This is the next day, and that was the first little. That was like the half text journey. And then the rest of it right there. Let's see how the encounter roll fares. Okay. If I can get you all to eat a ration, we will continue right along. Peter, you don't have any more in your inventory. You'll have to take them from the carriage.
What? I've got 5 right here.
Where?
At the bottom of the list, trail rations.
Oh, I did not see those. I was looking at the word rations above it. You have 2 instances of it. Why do you
Oh.
have another one? I remember that one being 0 a second ago.
I didn't do it.
What's happening?
Oh.
This food's coming from nowhere. Okay, in that case, just go ahead and remove one of them.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and delete that listing of rations. And it goes down to 4.
Yeah, buddy. Well, done and done. Moving right along. Can I get you all to eat yet another ration, please, as you all continue your journey?
If I eat another one, I'm gonna get fat.
Wait, rations make you fat?
Yeah,
Record scratch.
I have bad news.
it's like garlic. It's like garlic bread.
We're already fat.
Okay, we are nearing the gate. We need to finalize our plan. How are we getting in with our shit?
Yeah.
Take it off and put it in a bag of holding. Duh.
What if they want to search our bags of holding?
We
And
claim
they
do not have
would.
bags of holdings.
We take the bags of holding and we
We could. We could pretend to be. Sorry, hang on. Vaughn is like we could pretend to be recruits. We could ask where to, I don't know, sign up with the technical.
Wait. We can just ask God.
Who?
which one?
The pervy
Mine.
one.
Oh, the one that
Oh,
the ones that
no.
say if they wrong you, kill them.
I like
It's
I
more of
get
a,
the
if they wrong you, make them pay and have sex with everything you can.
I'm like I get next to Sarah. I'm like, Calistria can't even hide her rage boner. What do you makes you think that she can like help us hide these magic items and technologies?
That's why we're going to come up with a couple different scenarios, and we are going to ask yes or no questions. Is this a good idea? Yes or no, or maybe. Is this a good idea? Yes or no?
You
Armand?
know, if it doesn't involve vengeance, murder, or hate sex, she's probably not going to be down with it, right?
Hate sex.
I get real close.
Taryn
You're
Brooke
edging
loves sex.
on blasphemy, and not the good kind of edging.
She doesn't hate sex.
No. You know what I meant. But I do apologize if I was overstepping some bounds, Sarah.
Peter would pipe in. You should just apologize for your language.
You should just apologize.
Yeah.
I look to the heavens. I'm sorry, all the gods. Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
The only cloud amongst the Nemerian waste takes the shape of a mug, and then the shape of a thumbs up, and then returns to the shape of a cloud.
Caden understands.
You hear a faint whisper of "You should be" on the wind.
That could be any one of them, except Caden. Caden's cool with me.
Caden's cool with everybody, except anyone who tells him what to do, which is unfortunately most
care.
people. A lot of the Pantheon, as it turns out.
So let's come up with ideas and ask.
Alright. So, first thing we can do, I imagine, is similar to what Peter said, where we can stash all of our guns and cool technological shenanigans into bags of holding. And then
Just hope to not get searched.
I am quite adept at hiding things and picking things and taking things. It's part of the job. Don't worry about it. I might be able to hide them on my person, or at least the one that matters with all the
Hide
technology.
hide a bag of hold. Vaughn's gonna hold the bag of holding out in front of you, and you're gonna hide this. They're gigantic backpacks.
I might be able to hide it somewhere.
What
And
are you, a
then-
bag of holding? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
A bag of holding is not like a tiny purse. It's like a big bag. Like it's like a sack that you carry around.
The biggest one's kind of like a small child's beanbag chair.
Mm.
Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, I might be able to hide it somewhere on the cart. It's gonna be tough, but if anyone can do it, it's me. I'm used to smuggling stuff across board. I mean, taking things to ships.
Isuma sighs and then says, I suppose I should keep this on then. And she points at the ribbon that she wears around her neck.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
And I'll shoot her a thumbs up.
She still looks like an alien. How do you
What?
activate it? And she kind of like pokes at it.
Oh, we didn't tell her how to activate it.
Oh, you have
we
to take it off
didn't.
and put it back on again.
She begins fidgeting with it to
Uh,
remove it.
That was terrible IT support. Can I roll like a spellcraft to figure out how to activate it?
Absolutely. Or a use magic device, in fact, is what you actually need to roll. Yeah. You forgot to tell her the command word to activate the spell. Not the spell, the magical item itself.
Is it on command?
We're just gonna say it is.
I say,
I mean, I would imagine if you can wear it
makes
and
sense to be because you activate it to cast disguise self, except it's like
yeah.
indefinite disguise self.
yeah. And
Kinda
I'm
disguise,
assuming you
right?
can like keep it on and then like deactivate it temporarily. So
I face palm and I go, we forgot to tell you the command word. Shazam.
She goes,
It's had a disguise, right?
Yes, hat of disguise.
It's a hat of disguise,
Oh,
but not all hats of disguise are hats. They
Yeah.
can be pretty much anything that you wear on your neck or head. And this one we rolled is a ribbon. So she's wearing it as a ribbon.
Yeah.
So yeah, she will. She'll not say Shazam. She'll say the actual magic word, which, as
Wait,
it
that
says,
is
is
the actual.
what it actually is abracadabra. Much,
Wow.
Then a ray of green energy shoots at me and kills me.
Avada. Avada. Anyway, so yeah, she says the command word and turns into a human version of what she looks like. Still tall, still slender, still bald, and her eyes are still dark, but not like all completely black. Like she just the iris and cornea are just solid black of her eye. And yeah, what she's wearing, she's wearing an Arm Vorax hide. The hide has like two paws that like hang over her shoulder. That you can tell the way they're hanging is like they are actually her other arms. So it looks like she only has two arms and like kind of like a cape kind of thing going. So yeah. Can I get? What would I? If I'm, I don't know. She is quite quite a cute little thing. She is now? Unless you found her attractive as an alien before, then good on you. But yeah, no, she makes for a cute human. Moving on. Continuing to, let's see, moved half a spot square, doot, and doot. All right. Arrival in Starfall.
Wait, we didn't even ask our questions.
Oh, that's right. Well, okay, you're in the square, but it doesn't mean you're like at the door. It just means like you can now
Fair enough.
enter the space if you wish. It's like in the world map on Kingmaker.
Right.
Like
You're over top of it.
Yeah,
but
you're
you
over
can
top
do
of it,
there,
but you're just hanging out.
In it.
Do I have to make that important roll that I promised myself I wouldn't forget?
Yes. This would be the time to do it. Can I get a knowledge local, please?
Oh no.
He has
Hey.
a bonus to it, I think, right?
Mine's
+4.
Got it
plus
written down.
4. Noisu. Alright. Mine's actually not bad.
It is
And then what's that?
DC 25.
With +4. Possible.
Wah, wah.
It's not possible.
You know that openly carrying technology in Starfall is inviting trouble. You also know that most of the guards in Starfall are gearsmen, but they not the typical gearsmen you see in Numeria. These are the ones that they actually care for. The ones not completely encrusted by rust. So they're nothing to scoff at. So you know, try to keep it on the down low. If you wish to hide your gear, this would be the time to do it, as you know. Or try and disguise it as something else with a successful disguise check. That could also work. But you do know, regardless, that there is a toll to get in.
Oh, I gotta pay the troll toll.
Yes.
I was just wondering, do we know what the toll is?
10 gold a person.
Okay, it's not that bad.
That is crippling for commoners. But for adventurers, meh. You also know in Starfall that if people find out you're an adventurer, prices for you will skyrocket.
Oh, fuck.
Because adventurers are commonly rich. So,
Great.
and the last bit of info I'll let you have is that it's not just gearsmen that they have patrolling the streets in robotic form. So, be mindful of that. Bigger, stronger, scarier things can be found within the capital of Numeria and the home of the Technic League. You ain't in Kansas anymore, kids. So, whenever you're ready, I'll be ready for those 7 magic questions.
Well, we've got the first one. Can we just hide our stuff in a bag of holding and waltz on in?
So let's do this. The cool kid way. You go to commune with Salt, and Salt kind of finally stops buzzing around like a wasp and like sits down and begins like muttering ancient ritualistic incantations and somatic components as it performs the 10-minute ritual to commune with your deity. You do not get your deity, but instead you get a higher ranking, I guess you could say, angel or Azada. What's the chaotic neutral? Outsiders.
Proteans.
Proteans? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're Proteans.
I'm pretty sure it's Protean, but I don't know if that would be very fitting. But we'll just say you don't get Callistria, but you do successfully complete the commune spell. So question number 1, you ask. Salt looks to you and says, "Ask your questions now, Hitchkin."
Alright, so, question 1. Could just hiding our stuff in our bags of holding and waltzing on in work?
Salt opens its mandibles and says, "Simply hiding your gear and lying would potentially succeed."
He didn't say no.
Do you just assume that Protean's gender?
I was
Salt is
talking
male.
about
Potentially meaning it could. It
It
depends on us.
Question number 2. You that depends on you being good liars.
why could
You hear correct as the response.
I am an adequate liar.
Okay.
Your
How
third question.
How successful... not how successful, but... How good of an idea would be scaling the walls?
Very poor. Your fourth question.
Anybody else? The floor's open.
Ask about a back door, maybe another way in.
I don't think you want to ask Calistria about back doors.
Is there another way in?
Of course. Your fifth question.
Is it easier than the front gate?
Absolutely not. Your sixth question.
How are babies made?
I
You
whip you.
see, when a mother wasp and a father wasp.
Oh no!
No, it doesn't do that. It's instead, Salt snaps its head over and looks over at you, Terran, and says, "Watch your mouth, Gates. You speak with the divine."
Okay,
I just kind
Peter?
of like hide behind Terran. I hide behind Peter.
Peter, you've been awful quiet for the last few days.
He's been T-posing the entire time. You know that meme, that video of the guys from Dark Souls where they have their arms out dancing by raising... That's how he's been looking when he's walking across the Nemerian waste.
His
Perfect.
thighs have to be immaculate now.
Maddie,
My mic was muted. Sorry, what?
do you have a question to make the sixth slot?
No.
This one is not touched by the proper font of divine energy. What is your sixth question, Sarah?
Proper.
Will I find what I seek within a week?
Yes, you will. If
Oh,
you are lucky.
boy!
Now,
That's
does he
what I
mean
wanted.
in IRL week or in game week?
This is a good question.
What is your
I-
final question, Hitchkin? Have
Are
you
they going to
know?
see through Asuma's disguise?
No. And then Salt kind of gives up the spell and is exhausted for a moment before getting back up.
I whispered to Peter, I'm like, what did he mean when he said like not the proper divine font? Like, did he mean Comic Sans or
He's probably referring to the that I worship a different deity.
so not Comic Sans.
Indeed,
Got it.
says Salt as it flies back up to rest on Sarah's shoulder.
I give Salt a little pet with one of my fingers.
Don't touch me, boy.
Salt,
Not like
question
that
for
anyway.
you.
Hmm?
Salt, if you don't mind, question. Vaughn's like looking over at Salt. Salt, question for you. Just
It
not.
doesn't look at you, and then
They-
says, "Just ask Sarah. I need rest."
I mean, I was gonna ask whose deity you like less. I assume Saren Ray.
I would
Yes.
assume I would assume the same thing because, as we all know, good and evil are naturally opposed, but so are law and chaos, anarchy and harmony, discord and being a boring virgin stick in the mud.
Also because, like,
I'm sorry your childhood was not very well.
Yogg is.
My childhood was
Yogg is
beautiful.
chaotic neutral too.
Terrence
You
is
speak
like-
of the Watcher, then. I had my thoughts about you.
I kind of figured and Vaughn like pulled ground. He's like, I kind of figured the symbol would give it away, or the one on the back of my hand. But
You've also carried a symbol of the Technic League for some weeks, boy. So watch your mouth when you speak to me. But if to
We were
answer your question,
stuck in this
if I was
All
to
of-
answer it, I would say I have no preference between the two.
of all the flavors, he's choosing to be salty.
Was that just
Why do you think he has that name?
Remind
Oh.
me to
Are you
kill
just
him
now
later.
getting it?
I'm good at things, but I'm not good at.
What? What are you good at?
Sarah, don't raise your voice. You might scare him. He is quite slow.
I think he's already scared.
I have the highest. Wait, no, I might not.
We all know you're not good at laying pipe. They could hear it from miles away.
I didn't want to say anything, but it did sound.
I kind
Depressing.
of turns
Alright,
from
alright.
looks around, kicks a rock. and
That's
he's like,
normal. That fucker could vibrate.
I'm good at
Fucking
dungeon diving. Vibrate.
Nut.
Nut.
Oh,
No.
Moving right along. You all arrive. Do.
Oh, yeah,
Why
gotta
do I
take
get strapped
off
with such
all
assholes.
technological gear.
Yeah, we just stuff all of our tech shit in the bags of holding.
So
We could probably fit it all in one, and then
Good
that
thing we
makes it
have to.
easier for me to hide.
Vaughn puts it all of his shit in his bag
Oops.
because he has a handy haversack and a regular bag of holding.
Okay, so, Luke, I have a question.
I have an answer.
I literally have technology embedded into my muscles
I
and
know.
attached to my
Isn't-
bones.
Isn't that a fun little thing?
Are there ports or nodes or anything like that visible on my skin?
Absolutely.
I'm going to prestidigitate some makeup over it.
Okay, so the issue with that is that that spell has a timer.
It has an hour. I can just redo it every hour.
Okay, you want to go that way about it?
Yeah.
Is the skill slot that Vaughn has in his head like something visible, or is it like
Yes.
under his hair?
No, it's visible. You have to have access to it. So, like, it's literally like a fucking USB port, like, installed
Oh.
into you.
I have an idea. I will take some cloth and using a nice good old heal check, wrap his skill slot like he has a wound and cover it up with a bandage.
Give me a disguise check.
A disguise?
Yes.
Can I do it for him?
Sure.
Yes. I will guide you with my knowledge of health. This is how you would wrap it to effectively cover it. And then you
Okay.
say, no, this is how you wrap it. Like,
Vaughn,
Oh,
you
that is much
have a do-rag in your head slot.
Okay.
you go get the waves.
Now, it's very important. Is it red or is it blue?
Shut
Uh,
up.
I
hate
hang on,
you
let's
so
see
much.
others.
Roll me a die 10.
Can you? Who? Me?
Kyle.
Hmm.
It's yellow.
Haha.
Fuck.
Hey, that matches.
I make sure to make my cyber art look like a normal tattoo, like no pulsing and glowing and shit anymore. Just
cyber art.
And how do you do that?
it says it glows if desired. So
Okay. Yeah, because you can also make it like move and stuff, right?
yeah, so I just
Cool.
Oh,
essentially
um,
fix it in place, turn it off, quote unquote.
we should do the same thing to Sarah's cybernetics.
Yeah, we gotta figure
Cover
out.
yourself with makeup.
So, what were your
yeah,
cybernetics
I've-
again? You had like full body things, right? Something that
Yeah,
enhances
they
your
are
strength. was it?
something Jack.
Wirejack tendon.
Wirejack tendons.
Yes. Those. I'm pretty fucking sure
Those
cover
aren't a
your
specific-
whole body, right?
What do they do?
I thought they were like in.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
they are
but-
attached to my bones and shit.
Yeah, I mean but they do lead, like you can see that they're there. Like it requires a surgery to attach them, but there are results of them being there, and you can see them. I know it sounds like it's just like a a piece of string attached to your skin, but no, they've got like ports and accessible things. Just because like there
Yeah,
might be a time you'd need to take it out, so they don't want to have to go digging for it. So you have there's more to it than just like some cord going around your spine.
Yeah, so I've covered it with makeup.
Yeah. Okay.
Any of the bigger ones, I'm fine with disguise checking to cover.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Put those away. Covered that. Turn that off.
Yusuma looks at her rifle.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna have to go in the bag.
I'll put it in my handy haversack
Yep.
because then it's easier to get it out if we need it.
In case you need it, yeah. It just moves to the top. It's like
Yeah.
the backpack from Dora the Explorer. It just knows what you need, so it hands it to you.
wait, does it talk?
And it speaks Spanish.
Oh god.
I
Adios,
so-
mio.
huh. Do you think
I
it's a,
feel
do you think it's
you.
a good idea to carry around the Staff of the Dark Tapestry?
I mean,
like,
is it
out?
technological?
No, it's
Then you're
not.
good.
That's why I was like, okay. Make it
Maybe when
make
we go to
myself
buy
look
stuff.
like more of a caster, because I mean I'm not wearing because we're taking all our technology stuff off. I'm not wearing armor. I just have a buckler and my gauntlet, and then the staff,
Mhm.
and then some
Your nipple
generic
piercing.
shit, shadow piercings, a vest.
Some chicken, hot dog, pizza.
A roast beef, chicken, pizza.
All right. Yeah. So you use magical makeup to cover up your thingies. Can I get a?
Excuse me.
There will be a will save involved to get around noticing your stuff. Excuse me, Sarah. Vaughn's skill slot has been hidden with a disguise check. And let's see. Taryn, you just got a gun. So you're putting that in a bag, I'm assuming?
Oh. I could like probably hide it in my pants, but like
Sarah, can you confirm?
Shut the
Terrence, it's like, why did I get, of all the adventuring parties that I could have stumbled upon in Numeria, I got stuck with the biggest jerks on this side of the world scar.
At
not-
least you have Peter.
I'm not a jerk.
Peter's
Yeah,
not a
he-
jerk.
I'm
Peter's
quite
a good guy.
dependable.
I mean, it could have been one of the countless amounts of barbarian tribes that you'd have to wade through in order to have gotten here.
These
Taryn's like,
guys
you
are
jerks, and Sarah and Vaughn both go, Peter's not a jerk.
I'm just like,
We gotta take my metal J's off.
you know what? Yeah, I'll put Eleanor in one of the bags.
Gotcha.
with
Okay.
the-
I have a
with the-
lot of stuff that needs to go in a bag. So I just say that I do.
All right. Now
Okay.
I need to hide the bag.
So everything
don't I?
that's not, well, everything attached to you is disguised, and everything not disguised is put in a bag. Gotcha. Moving right along. Yes. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Am I gonna need to roll a disguise to hide this shit or a sleight of hand?
It's a disguise if you want to wear it.
Oh. I don't want to wear it.
A stealth if you want to hide it. Like with a gun, you'd roll a stealth.
Oh. Stealth. Stealth.
Just put it in the bag.
I did put it in the bag. I just wanted to prove a point. That I could roll a
Yeah.
not
Please,
terrible stealth.
please, whatever you do, don't make Vaughn roll a disguise check.
I'm a rogue. Wizard.
Alrighty. You all
Oh.
get to the front gate, and as you do, as you approach the front gate, you are immediately brought to conversation with a couple big robo boys. Let me pull up their little thingies real quick. Just a moment.
I imagine that they're robotic versions of those devils that you see in Dragon Ball Z, the bodybuilder ones.
No, they're in here. Just a second. Come on, where you at? There we go. Gearsman Battle Guards.
Ooh.
These
Oh.
are a
Yes, we do.
lot
Look at-
more intimidating. Trust
Fuck
me.
is that? That's like a goddamn autocannon.
That
Watch your
is.
profanity.
That's not a no, actually, no. You're right. It is a cannon. It, for all intents and purposes, it's a automatically self-reloading rocket launcher. Yeah, and they each have one.
Oh, so it's a bolter.
Yeah, yeah. They approach the party. Let me
Hello, Geardsman.
let me make sure that that's clicked away. Okay, cool. They interrupt you and they say,
Halt. Welcome to Nomeria.
they say,
10 gold tithes to enter Starfall.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
yes, of course.
Yeah, I'll dig into my bag and act like I'm taking a while. I was like, here's 10.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
Pull it out of my bra.
God
Gross.
damn it, Scott.
Isuma forks over a silver piece. Not a silver piece, excuse me.
Platinum.
Not a platinum. The little
Oh, silver disc.
silver disc. Thank you. Wow, I couldn't think of the word. I'm trying to find the bit of dialogue in here. The battle guard in front of you says,
Do you have any technology of the Technic Leagues that you wish to announce upon arrival? Note that any deceit in attempts to smuggle in Technic League property will result in immediate persecution.
Someone was bluff. saying no.
Absolutely not. We have no technology to
Someone
speak
needs to
of.
lie.
And absolutely none whatsoever.
Well, he did say the technically property. We technically don't have anything that they own.
We're not.
We.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey,
Can
Kyle,
I- hang
he's out
on.
here
Wait. I was gonna say,
Uh,
can I make him re-roll that with misfortune?
The battle guard?
No, I'd rather you don't because he rolled a 5.
Now, if you want to have me re-roll it,
No, that's what I meant. I meant have Taryn re-roll that.
Yes, you may.
Oh.
Hey, you got a 29 versus 20. Excellent.
Vaughn, Taryn's speaking, and Vaughn accidentally just like shoves him, so he interrupts him.
yeah,
There's an
absolutely.
odd pause as the gearsmen just stand there emotionlessly, and then it says,
Again, do you have any technology and property of the Technic League that you wish to fork over at this point?
I don't even know what technology is, but we don't have any of that.
Just saying no.
No, we don't. We have no technically properly upon our cart or our persons
Both.
either. Fuck, I hate robots.
they stare at you awkwardly. They pass to the side, and the gate guards, after asking for your technology to declare, have realized that you don't have any because you've successfully lied to them. They say,
In the instance that you find yourself upon technology and property of the Technic League that you were unaware of, you are allowed a grace period of 1 hour to make your way to the market and sell your gear to accredited agents of the Technic League.
they then move. They lower their weapons and allow you all access into into Starfall proper,
Technic League City.
into Technic League City.
Technically.
Hey, Maddie. No. None of
I didn't
that.
even say anything.
You're fired.
Marty, how many days total was it traveling from Hejothakatos to fucking Starfall?
How many days from Hejothakatos to Starfall?
Yeah, how many days was it like? Because we went from Hejothakatos to Torch, and then from Torch to Starfall.
Maybe
What?
it was 10 days from Hejothakatos, I think, and then to Torch, and then you guys hung out in Torch for like a day or two.
Was it
And then-
17-ish
Yeah,
have-
that sounds about right.
since we left Hejothakatos? Okay, because I meant to bring this up and forgot. I was gonna be recharging the staves that I have each day.
Okay, yeah, by just pumping spells into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can have done that. So let's officially begin as you step through. Let me use this and begin. Boo, boo, boo. Now begins properly Chapter 5, The Palace of Fallen Stars. Goody, goody, goody. Part 1, Into Starfall. It is immediately apparent that you can feel the tyranny of the capital of Numeria just forcing itself down on all of you. The streets are completely choked with smog and pollution that eternally pumps from the multiple burn stations across the area. As you are making your way between the Killbox and Gritforge, right past the front gate of Starfall, the area is bustling with many people who are held down by... Well, okay, the word held down by Starfall is not selling it properly. The grip that this place has on its people is crippling. But still, the people of this town, whilst they live only barely by just squandering through one day to the next, they still would rather this than attempt to survive the surrounding wastelands of Numeria. That is just how dangerous Numeria is in general. As you all will continue throughout here, you will notice that Scrapwall from Chapter 2 was surrounded by walls of scrap, oddly enough. And whilst they could be scaled, it gets pretty hard to get up there, and you know, risk getting damaged by like cuts of shrapnel and stuff. The walls of Starfall are solid glossite, and they go straight up, and constantly patrolled along the walls is just one patrol of battle guards after the next. So sneaking in and out, possible, not advised. There would be a climb check involved, and it could be done, but
You can scale them if you're a god.
I think that the walls are about 30 feet tall, and you'll see on the map where those little dots are. Each of those is a tower, and every single tower has at least one battle guard in it, and most of the walls between them have a patrol going back and forth. So, boys and girls, guys, gals, and other pals, to quote Samira from League, now that you have made your way into Starfall, what do you wish to do?
Well, we were told that
Still-
attempting to like destabilize the government be the easiest way to then get into the Technic League. But do we want to start on that first? Do we want to? We could go just look around in the market if we wanted, I guess.
I mean, we're not gonna be able to purchase any sweet
Any-
beloved technology.
We're gonna
No,
need
but
to
we
find
could
a place to
purchase
stay.
magic items. This is a massive city.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Starfall is a metropolis. It's a big,
Oh.
big city. One of
Oh,
the
it's
few
a
in Galarian.
lab. I mean, yeah, sure.
Do we want to?
Uh,
We also, in theory, could possibly at the market find someone who could make us fake, technically, credentials.
Indeed.
That's a good point. I am very down for that. Yeah, that's where my vote's gonna go, is to finding somebody to forge us some technically credentials.
So
Okay.
to the market.
You all have a general idea of where the market is in Starfall. Let me move some things around so I can find it. I have the whole bestiary open for me, so it's a bit of a thing. Oh, while I'm doing this, check out the art for the bestiary. Ding. It's the Magus and the Brawler fighting a big old robot.
Oh, there's
Pretty
the art.
dope.
The art didn't show up at first, and I was like, Marty, you're lying. There's no art.
You're trying to fool me. So, a bit of a rundown on the districts. I'll pop this back up for you all. Here are the districts of Numeria. Or, no, I keep saying Numeria. Starfall. First, Gritforge. The southeastern section. It is the industrial district where forges toil all hours of the night. When people come to Starfall looking to sell scavenged wares, they often come to Gritforge seeking out Madboar's Salvage. It's a small shop that's run by a wart-faced, whiskey-swilling dwarf with only 8 fingers. He's known as Madboar. Despite his threatening name, its owner's grizzled appearance, Madboar's often the best prices for salvage, and he asks very few questions on how you got it. So, he's a good go-to. Next, we have the Inner Sector. It is one of the most restricted parts of the city. This district consists of an open hilltop on which stands only 2 structures: the Palace of Fallen Stars and the Technic League compound.
Oh, fuck, that's where we need to go.
The Black Sovereign's elite guards and soldiers often train in this open space in the hilltop, and the Technic League makes use of the areas for larger experiments. A number of tents and stalls crowd smaller sections of the open space, bustling with hawkers seeking to buy any scrap that might be worth to the Technic League. more information about this is presented later on in the adventure, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Finally, or not finally, next, the kill box. It takes almost half of all of Starfall is the kill box. It's the portion to the west of the Street of Lights. The Street of Lights is, so you see the road that runs up Starfall? Like,
Yes.
Cutting it in half? That's called the Street of Lights. The Street of Lights is like a main street. I guess that's the best way to describe it. They call it that because there's tons of alchemically and electronically powered sources of illumination that are constantly on. So during the daytime, the place is choked with smog. Starfall looks like some shit out of Warhammer 40,000. Like, it's always dark here. Always. During the night, it's dark, and during the day, it's smoggy. So there very little sunlight actually gets through. Not enough to make it dim lighting, but just know that you're not going to see the sun while you're in Starfall. While you're in this section of Starfall, anyway. But anyway, anything west of the Street of Lights is called the Kill Box. It is a mostly heavily populated neighborhood in Starfall, and the swath of slums and desperation. The bulk of the city's oppressed masses do what they can to survive in a tangle of narrow alleyways and makeshift shacks. The number of assaults and murders that take place in the soot-covered district gives the neighborhood its name. And all manner of illicit drugs and questionable services are here in the dingy alleyways of the Kill Box. This is where people go if they want to disappear. Not because of, like, being murdered, but the technically very rarely ever patrols too far into the Kill Box unless it can be bothered to do so. They don't care about the commoners. They don't care about the stripes. They don't give the first fuck about anyone living there. It's just if someone bothered them enough, they might look in there. And only then, and even then, probably not. The massive vertical junkyard, the massive vertical junkyard of Scrap Hole, which is at the northernmost part of Killbox, section number 3 right here. You can see numbers; they're a little hard to see, but it stretches several hundred feet wide, and just as deep. It's operated by the dwarves of the district, and Scrap Hole is little more than a large structure surrounding a pit filled with huge pieces of metal scrap, mostly technically waste. Though Scrap Hole is favored by the mad inventors and amateur robot builders, most of what lies in there has already been combed through, and what remains is only good for recycling or resmelting. Items such as stripped robot husks, scrap from buildings, similar structures, and old transport vehicles can be found within. Finally, we have Sovereign's Watch, this area here. The northernmost reach of Starfall is the oldest portion of the city, where the most powerful established Kellid families and leaders dwell. I guess you could see it like the Nobles District. The Cloud District, to quote that annoying dude from Skyrim. It's as close as Starfall comes from the affluent neighborhood, as I just said, and from the northernmost tip of Sovereign's Watch rises a towering metal structure known as Skywatch. It is right here. Just over 100 feet tall, the top of Skywatch's spire offers views into the vast, harsh waste beyond. Its location isolates the tower from the glaring city lights, and on the rare clear nights, one can see for miles. The technically built and operates Skywatch for the purposes of monitoring the surrounding landscapes for fires, crashed ships, and other events of the interest. A young magus named Karis Adamalin, if I pronounce that Adamalin, yes, runs the city's day-to-day operations, and he's assisted by a dozen gearsmen. And well away from the bustle and grit of the other districts is a small number of engineers and artisans that have built their workshops in Sovereign's Watch. Their establishments are less under scrutiny than other places by the Technic League than the other vendors in the city, who typically can only buy items on behalf of the League and not actually sell them in public. The high prices they ask for their creations reflect their special status. So that describes the sections of Starfall, and you wish to make your way into the Grit Forge, yes?
Yeah.
Is that sort of where the marketplace would be?
Yes. Grit Forge is the industrial area and the go-to for marketplace stuff. Can I get a knowledge local or a diplomacy check to either know where to go or to ask for directions?
Ooh, I could ask.
Okay.
Yeah, my knowledge local's only a plus.
Look at you.
Oh, so much better.
So you go up to some poor straggling woman who's desperately trying to get a pig to walk down a street that it doesn't want to.
And I was like, "Excuse me, fine young lady. May
She
we have
goes,
a word?"
Then you hear a voice go, sorry about her.
I'm going to crouch down and then speak with the pig. And be like, "You seem quite intelligent."
You would be correct, sir.
Indeed. Could you perhaps point us in the direction of the best place to buy?
Newcomers, I see then. You wouldn't be
Indeed.
adventurers, are you?
Of course not.
Can I get a bluff check?
I am not an adventurer. I am a paladin.
You're an adventurer. Uh-oh.
It's a pig.
Oh no.
It's a pig. The cyborg pig, as when the woman moves out of the way, like the pig's like body it looks like the Terminator does halfway through a movie, where like a section of its face and one of its limbs are like revealed to be cybernetic. And it speaks through a little like speaker that's been implanted on like where the pig's cheek would be. The pig kind of walks to the side and says,
It's always good to see adventurers in this town. Good to bring coin to the people of this area, you see.
He farts and then points one hoof in one direction and says,
You'll find Mad Boy's location down the ways that way. Make a left once you find... Blah, blah, blah.
and he gives directions and you can find your way there.
Thank you. What is your name?
Wait.
Don't. No. I want Luke to come up with it.
The pig looks to you and he says,
Christopher P. Bacon. But you can call me Chris P.
Ah.
Shut up.
I was thinking you'd go something with like pork screw or something.
No. I did not have the right of choosing my name. I'm not
Oh.
even speaking to you right now. There's an intelligence been designed into the skull of this pig that you're speaking to.
Why?
I get
Why not?
next to
the woman
To-
begins
to-
screaming again and then kind of just won't stop screaming until you leave.
Oh, goodbye, Chris. It was nice meeting you. I'm gonna
And
I'm gonna stand up from my crouch and I go, "All right, we have a heading."
then...
Ooh. I hate this place.
Oh, don't say that.
All
I
right.
just want my cursed magical artifacts. This technology's getting out of hand.
We don't have any technology.
You the sound of
I do a shaking hard wink at you.
the sound
Oh my
of
God. Terrible at that.
hammer on anvil is the first hint that you've made your way to Mad Boar's Salvage. And the place is a sweltering, humid temperature as you walk in. Your entrance, though he is working very noisily, he moves up his welder's mask over his head, and you can see this man has as many fingers as he has teeth. 8.
Oh.
He looks to you with this big, very, very burnt, unkept beard. The man is only about 8 or 4 feet tall. I almost said 8. 4 feet tall. But he's about as wide as he is tall. And he makes his way over to you after putting down his tools and says, Well, then, what have we here? New guest arrived in Starfall. I've not met the likes of you before. You seem to be the kind with coin. Adventurers, are you?
No, definitely not adventures. I
Then-
like get in front of Terran before, or not Terran. What's his
I
face
get-
before he says anything? Like
I
no,
get kind
no,
of close too.
we're not advent. Fuck.
How
He
about
says,
using a hero point, Kyle?
Remember, we're using raw hero points.
Yeah, go ahead and use your hero point. You rolled it, Kyle.
We're doing raw, man. I'm,
Speaking of doing it raw, I get kind of
Oh,
close.
no.
And I'm like,
Fucking hate you people.
and I look at him and I'm like, I'm not an adventurer, but I'm quite adventurous. And I give him a little wink.
I've lost
Um,
my up a little bit.
he.
Wait, first, before I do that, do I see a wedding ring on this man?
No.
Like
Oh,
you
then I
care.
continue.
You also don't see a ring finger on this man.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he
I mean, You don't
he
need
said
that one.
when he says to you all, he says, "You take me for a fool, with with armor and weapons like that, magical staves. You are adventurers, if ever I've seen one. But what brings you to Madbore Salvage? Are you looking to buy or looking to sell?
Depends.
Looking to protect yourself?
Or deal some damage."
That depends. What you buying? What you selling?
He says, "This is a salvage store, boy. If you're looking to sell quips like that, you can make your way out the door."
What about this plank of wood?
He
What
kind
do
of
you-
point at a piece of wood.
Oh.
He says, "With COVID-19 out of control right now, wood is at an all-time high.
Oh my god.
For anyone
oh,
who
real.
actually does
Too
work in,
real.
for anyone who does work in construction, by the way, that's meta as hell."
Yeah. It's
What,
oh god.
please explain.
Oh, okay. Exactly what I just said. Things required to make things right now,
Yes.
like resources, are just very
Yes.
hard to come by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Computer
So for those who
cars.
don't know, I work in a sign shop, and most of like the vinyl and signboard and like plastic and all that stuff that we use either comes
Yeah.
from Sweden or Germany. And
Okay.
think about those two places when it comes to how they would. Yeah, no, they're getting
Okay.
rocked pretty hard. So they're not like a lot of the factories have shut down or are just in hiatus. I guess I don't know how to describe it.
I understand.
It's very rough.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I mean, our business is fine. It's just prices have gone up for now. They'll go back down, but for now, geez, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I kind of like hunch down and get like real close to him. Like, we might be looking for
Shut up. Shut up. Shut
Are
up.
you trying to kiss me right now? He looks up at you as you're squatting down.
Vaughn
I
quickly.
say-
Vaughn quickly. No. Shut up. Stop. Don't
I-
ask that.
no,
Don't ask.
no.
what you're
I
thinking of
like
asking.
I pointed at Sarah and I go, no, that's what I'm gonna move. I like as Vaughn's like pushing me, like slapping my hands. I'm like,
Vaughn-
okay.
Vaughn was afraid that you were gonna ask about specific things that we don't know if we could trust this guy asking about that. And Vaughn's just gonna be like, what do you have to sell here?
You click on him and he says, "Take a look."
Click on him.
Then he, I mean, he's just a shopkeep, so he has miscellaneous arms and armor that you
I've got
can.
the finest
so-
wares you'll find in Starforge.
Let me see.
I think we need to be very careful about who we ask about finding a specific item that we might want.
Mm.
I also think we might want to get our inn or wherever we're staying, we might want that to be deep in the kill box. Because the Technic doesn't frequent
Idea.
there.
You might
That's
be
a really
right.
good idea. Well,
Till it's not.
I hope it's an inn called the Soggy Log.
Okay, so Starfall is a metropolis.
Give it
What
a
that
number.
means is, let me see. I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure it is a metropolis. I'm trying to find the word metropolis anywhere on here. It has a large enough population. Holy cow! It has a population of 32,000. 32,400. 32,405. Because you guys just walked in. Yeah, oh yeah. You need to have 25,000. They have 7,000 more required to be a metropolis. So every minor item can be found. Like any minor magic item, all of them are available.
Minor is anything under what price?
It is a classification of magical item.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, alright, sure.
So let me erase stuff in Starfall. Boo, 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 boo. That's not what I need. That's what I need. Just type. For those who don't know, I'm typing this into the Discord. We have a channel for our RPGs. It's just like to ease in the bookkeeping. Typing in the things that Archives of Nethys has been kind enough to roll for this metropolis, and ding, the base value of a. What is the base battle value? The base value for a metropolis is 16,000.
Nice.
Battlement shield? Interesting. Once per day on command is +2 tower. Oh, it's a tower shield. Can't use that. No. Ooh, there's braces of armors +7.
Also, what is the purchase limit? The purchase limit is 100,000. That is the most gold they can hand you for selling any one item.
What does
Nice.
Defiant do? Armor and shields with a special ability. So.
A ring of freedom of movement.
Wait, that's a thing?
One of the major items is a ring of freedom of movement.
Oh my. Oh dear.
A +7 bracers of armor. Oh
Yeah.
my.
That. Ooh.
Question.
Answer.
That +3 Defiant heavy wooden shield. What is the Defiance against? It works like Bane, except it gives you a +2 to AC and DR flat against that creature type.
Let's see. Isn't there a
So
chart that you can roll for like
losers.
Bane results?
Yeah, you just go to Bane. You roll a 1d100.
You roll me a die 100, Maddie.
Oh.
You roll a die.
Would be like Faye.
No, you.
It is a 66,
66,
meaning it
that's-
is magical beasts. No. Monstrous humanoids.
humans. Monstrous humanoids.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
If only it was constructs. Keck.
That would be most fitting, but not the case.
Oh well. Necromancer's Anthem.
A
Like,
thumb.
A
Is
pledge?
it a thame or a thumb?
Huh?
For
I like it.
Bird?
I like it being.
Necromancer's blank. Is that Necromancer's a thame? Because I always thought it was a thame.
I like Anthem better. Oh, say
It's got
can.
an E on the end of it, so I assumed the second A is a. Or no,
See, this
you know,
is
a thame.
English. There's
But I
no,
don't
there's no
actually
English
know.
anymore.
It's Athame.
A thame.
Annual skill of quickness of action.
An athame is a usually black-handled, double-edged dagger that is used in some neo-pagan and Wiccan rituals.
Oh,
Jesse would like that.
all right. Well, if we're just gonna be doing buying and selling for the last little bit,
I don't think we will. That's just to answer the question of what he has. That's the answer.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 10 o'clock. I do gotta get off because I gotta be at work at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Kill me.
In that case, I am going to roll something. We're going to say that purchasing or selling was done. Do you have any intention on asking this guy about risky questions?
No.
Okay. So you've made a connection with him. If you want to have bought or sold something, we'll do that after this stream so we can get that like done off camera. But I'm now going to roll a fun little thing.
Don't do it.
I don't like the sound of that. It sounds fun for you, but unfortunate for us.
Oh me, oh my.
So,
Ivory Goat's figurine of power. That one's fun.
Okay. Okay. We've been here for... Okay. So, the way this works is Starfall has a fun little mechanic where even though you're in the city, I roll random encounters
Oh boy.
because it's a very dangerous city. This will be whilst you are looking through, because I heard you say you wanted to go to the kill box to find a place to reside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was there a name of an inn? Like you can just say you have some inn in the kill box. There's not a name.
Log. Log.
They're not going to use the word soggy for anything in here.
Smart
Pitched
man.
tent. No.
Maybe the
Let's see. We'll call it the Ashy Mound. How about that? It's something a little more. fitting.
Mound.
the
Okay.
hazy stack.
No, we're going to call it the.
How about an inn just called the Dick?
Shut the fuck. Anyway,
Cat is fired.
you just to skip ahead. You all find an establishment, but as you all are making like the purchase, like you walk in and the place looks seedy as hell. Like you all walk into the building and all of a sudden you just hear as everyone scoots their chairs and looks at you. And then they just go back to
I
what
knew
they
we
were
should've-
doing.
I knew we shouldn't have stopped at an inn called Shady Nasties.
All right. You speak to the barkeep, who doesn't even look up from like the glass he's cleaning with a dirty towel, which he then spits on the glass to clean it. You ask if he has rooms available. He says, "Who's asking?" And then you just like, "Oh fuck, we have money, please."
He says, "Who's asking?" I just point at me, like my face.
Yeah, he gives you rooms for the night because you have money. That's not fake. But right as that whole situation begins, you all are encountered by a group of people who kind of like you can hear them walking up from behind you. There's a group of 4 of them, and they have this expression on their face that does not bid well for you. They say, "So, new in town, eh? You know, you all look kind of familiar. I'd say not seen you around town, but I can't help but think may have seen you somewheres before. Are you all adventurous?"
I look at her. So I'm gonna say, we
Absolutely
look
not.
familiar. Does he look familiar to us?
No.
I'm gonna ignore his question. And go. Yes, we are new, but I don't believe we've ever met.
Can I get a sense motive
name
check
doesn't-
from anyone in the group?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Can we all roll?
Just one roll, please.
Ah,
Ooh.
Who wants to roll?
Not me.
Okay. That's not bad.
That was to check. These guys want trouble, and you notice, especially you, Vaughn, you notice one of them is slowly pulling a knife out from a sheath, but he's trying to keep it hidden at the moment. They say, also can't help but notice how easy you were able to pay for that room. The people around here tend to be a little bit close to the coins,
Are
if you know.
Are you looking for a fight?
They go, no, we're not looking for a fight. We're just looking for some food for the day. And it looks like you've got the money to pay for it, boy! And select your characters. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it. Keep waiting for it. Keep waiting for it!
I can only add
My asshole is clenched.
He said, "Wait for it."
See, this is why I don't like sleeping with you.
He's very premature.
Very.
It's not premature. I'm just quick on the draw, and I blow you.
Too
again.
quick. He doesn't even have the initiative checker out
Fucking
yet.
two pump chump.
Tea hunters, or like
Bounty hunters. I've never had a bounty on my life.
I've never been. That'd be a lie.
Don't lie.
You know, that'd be a lie.
Um,
That'd be quite a few
These
lies.
are these nerds. And I'm going to pull this up. Mind
Remember,
you,
we
your-
don't have any
your
technology.
technology is all hidden away.
Who
These
needs
guys,
technology?
however, aren't using technological weapons.
Neither
Let's
are
see.
we.
Who needs technology when you have the power of God,
Um,
man-may on your side?
Okay,
And
let's see
disintegrate.
here. And disintegrate.
Come disintegrate
I'll
like
take the
fuckers.
25. Where am I?
Oh, Isu
God
got a
damn it.
29.
Hang on.
All right,
I
after
think-
this combat, I gotta go
What's Terran's initiative?
What's your initiative roll, Taryn? Like, what's the
Uh,
base?
Oh, the base is all about it. It's a +10.
Okay, he's faster than me, so he goes first.
Gotcha. All right. This bounty hunter is going to go first. It doesn't make any sense for them to be hunting your bounty because you don't have one, but that's just they are bounty hunters. Like that's just their thing. They're just using the stats for the bounty hunter from the NPC
Desperate
codex.
times.
This one is going to move in, and as it moves, it's going to draw a kukri.
Oh,
This one's coming for you, Vaughn. You are not flat-footed. Lucky you. It's 28 hit.
Yes. My AC is 16 right now.
I take it that. Let me close this out. I take it that you don't take the in like sneak attack or anything like that, do you?
No, I'm not flat-footed.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, sneak attack only applies if they're flat-footed, flanked, or denied their decks.
Gotcha.
and I am none of those things.
Then you're only taking 6. Okay,
Ow.
6 from you. Isuma is not going to take well to that, and she reaches for her gun, which she doesn't have. Then instead, we'll shift to here, draw a knife, and then stab at him with her dagger.
Oh.
oh.
It will not confirm, and deal 1 to him. Taryn!
So I like give a deep sigh as I was like reaching like over the counter for some alcohol, and then I turn around and make a finger gun, and I'm gonna disintegrate that fucker.
That's brash.
That will succeed. Let me get a fortitude save for you. I fail 86 damage.
A pain.
Not dead. Almost. Not dead.
No, but I made a finger gun. I didn't pull out my actual gun.
Yeah. Vaughn, you're going next, my dude. I'm
don't
also
yell.
going to show you all that this guy has some favorite enemies, and one of them's human. And you are half
fun.
human, Vaughn. So,
Yeah.
count as a human.
Don't kill him.
I I swing at him with the.
Oh, don't do it. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
But I want to hurt him.
Yeah, but don't.
He stabbed me.
Yes, but be the bigger person.
Yeah, right. All right. You know what?
Another thing. Just so you all know, you are currently in a bar at the moment,
Yeah.
or in an inn. This place
Yeah.
is populated.
Yeah,
It's gonna make a
if-
comment about.
if
I'll
we
be the bigger-
murder-
I'm gonna radiate them.
If we murder them, then we get a bounty. Let's not do that.
Can I get an intelligence or a wisdom roll, please?
Sure.
Both of them are not good for me.
I was gonna say I'm also bad at this.
Oh my god! I
Hey,
can't.
that's pretty good.
I rolled a 1.
I'm gonna go with Sarah's roll. Sarah, 1, they've crossed you. Unacceptable. 2, you're in the kill box. No one's gonna
gonna
know.
say.
Nor will
All
they
that
care.
matters.
But are we still in the inn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They started it.
Dude, this happened. The guy behind the bar, like who was cleaning the glass, he just lazily looked up at the situation, looked left, looked right, and then slowly ducked under the counter.
Vaughn makes a show of letting the staff of the Dark Tapestry like float out of his hand and flips it and then just swings it like a baseball bat at the guy. I missed.
Gary Space Smack.
Scary
That's
Space
fun.
Mac. Nice. This one is going to shift in, and then he's going to full attack. +6 to all those hits, targeting Peter. So
Flat-footed is 31.
31, none of them hit. Almost, not quite. Yeah, I got
Oh.
30, but not 31.
He rolled terribly too. Ooh, that could have been pretty bad.
Next, this one will go. He will move in and attack Sarah. Uh-oh. Getting a 40 to hit. Dealing 14 damage.
Oh no.
Oof, but doof. My turn.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's time to do non-lethal.
Yes.
So,
Being a worshiper of Sarenrae, Sarenrae is the goddess of forgiveness and the sun and mercy. So you have a specialized style of fighting where you use a sword, but in a way that is merciful. So you are magically able to not kill people with it.
I can hit them.
There's a better way of
non-lethal.
describing it for those listening, but just know that that's more or less how it works.
All right, so I guess I will start with this one and then move the rest into that one.
Okay.
So here we go. A whop.
Hot damn.
+2 to flank that one, so 25.
But 25 is what you needed.
So 16 non-lethal into the first one. Actually, it'd be 17 non-lethal, +1 to non-lethal damage.
Yes, sir.
And then
that brings him well over what's required and knocks him out.
good boy. And then the next one takes 34. 'cause
Does that
plus one.
confirm? 31 does succeed. 34 non-lethal. Whew.
And then it won't confirm because it's a 1,
Mhm.
so just 15.
Gotcha,
15
gotcha.
more non-lethal.
He's brought up to 49 non-lethal. That hurts. That hurts pretty bad. Moving right along, Sarah.
All right. I'm gonna spend some arcane pool.
Okay.
If only
I'm
I was
attacking
hurt.
3 times, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points out of my pool to make it keen and shocking burst.
Okay.
All of these are keen. Change that crit range. There we go. And then I'm also going to cast Shocking Grasp through it on the first one.
Using spell combat. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have a
Inputting
-2 to
the
all of your
-2.
attacks, including the touch attack. Or
Yep.
you're using the whip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and roll. Oh boy.
Does not confirm, unfortunately.
Damn.
But it does hit. The
Damn.
first one does hit.
And if only we weren't in the new system.
Indeed.
Oh well, here's the shocking grasp. Oh, I forgot I haven't inputted the damage.
Good job, CB.
There.
Did you want to the shocking grasp? I need the hit chance for it. Are you trying to touch him, or are you?
It's through the whip, so it's through the 1st attack.
Through the whip.
You deliver
Okay,
it
no,
as far as
you
the
get
attack.
you get a free attack with the whip. So is that attack number 3? Is that made with the whip because of the shocking grasp, or do you just have a third attack?
I have a third attack.
Okay, then make one extra attack, please, at your highest
Okay.
BAB. Aw, cool. Can I get another damage roll? Oh, it's just 11, right? 11 damage.
Yeah. Well, this one won't be 11 damage. I'll spend the point. Yeah, it's 11 damage.
Okay, so 11 damage, and then 13 more electricity damage from the shocking grasp. Done and done. Okay, cool.
Who's measuring out a 20-foot radius
That would be-
inside a bar?
That would be Terran. Don't recommend doing that, my dude. This is a populated bar. Do it if you want, but no, that wouldn't be really well advised.
I'll spin around and deal some non-lethal to one of my party members. This is a mercy.
Like, I imagine, like, do the people leave as soon as the fight starts, or do they just, like,
No.
sit in
This is
the
the
used
first.
to this.
This is the first round of combat, so they're getting up and running. But I mean, like, have you seen what happens when a bunch of people try to run out of a bar at the same time? They get stuck and trample on each other. I mean, like,
Are they,
people aren't like
like-
killing each other right now, but like people are getting up and running. Some people are starting to fight in their own like little corner of the area. Like a
Oh,
bar
yeah.
fight has begun. So yeah, there's plenty of people around. As long as you stay in this general little area, you don't have to worry about. But every spot out of this is difficult terrain. So,
So
just so you know.
fireball might not be the best.
Fireball
thing.
would be a terrible idea. This is you are inside of a building. This is not a dungeon crawl.
I mean,
You
buildings
dingus.
don't catch on fire unless
That
This
is-
building would catch on fire. Moving right along to here.
that's not how magical fire works.
He provokes.
He does.
Kyle, that magical fire will
Kyle.
catch things that can catch on fire.
Yes, it would catch
Whip.
the building aflame. That will hit.
Oh, there's certain
Wop.
fires that don't. Fireball does.
I am rolling max damage a lot tonight.
Hot, yeah, your weapon's very good. Both of those hit. Because yeah, you get 2 attacks and you smack someone, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even roll the second one.
No, you've
Yeah,
got,
this
I
one's
got
at a
2 attack
negative.
rolls.
At 25
that
was
20
for the
25 was
Oh
the-
yes, that's right. Please, your second one then. That will hit. 8 more damage.
19.
Okay. And did I make my attack roll? No, I didn't. Take this. Hiya! 29 misses. Unfortunate. Back to the top of initiative. Isuma is going to drop to her knees and coup de grace this guy.
What? I didn't know she was chaotic evil.
She's lawful neutral and she's been attacked by bandits.
Pragmatism.
I will get you roll your initiative against hers if you want to stop her from doing this. You or Vaughn can do it.
Bond's not gonna stop her.
God, why?
Hey, Maddie, you remember all those times that you bitched to me about
Oh, fuck yes.
sparing people?
Peter,
Uh,
what do you want to roll diplomacy to stop Isuma from doing this?
Yes, like Isma, no, he's down. No, there's no sense in wasting life. How?
Charisma of 22, please, or diplomacy. Oh, bravo! Yeah, that she'll go to do that, and then you see her start to go to one knee, but when you ask her not to do that, she stops, and then instead, we'll shift to here and stab.
I have to pull out the tried and true. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
I've had to
she
say that
will
like
miss.
5 times in this party.
Terran Gates.
The first time because that what was his name?
yeah.
Garl
Slave Beast
tried to
tried eating people.
Yeah, tried
like
to eat
roasted
human flesh that we came across because of cannibals. I was like, we don't do that here.
Hey, Maddie. Now you know my pain with playing Scipio, dealing with you murder hobos all the time.
Wow, it's almost like I didn't murder people as Z either. It's almost like I took a spell that did a butt ton of non-lethal
Yeah.
specifically for that reason.
Oh yeah.
Now
Anyway,
you know my
Taryn,
suffering with
Hey,
murder
hey, hey,
hobos.
hey, hey. What are you doing, my
Hey,
dude?
I'm
Oh,
here.
wait. Murder hobo, you were just measuring things for a fireball inside of a building. What are you doing, my dude?
I'm
How your
going
murder hobo tendencies
to.
are showing.
We're going to
Stop measuring for fireball.
I'm not measuring for fireball. Calm my tits. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot a
I'm measuring for fireball.
ray. We're going to shoot scorching ray at this one. I get 3 rays.
Okay.
So 1, 2.
Uh-oh! Shooting him. Oh, wait, you're not shooting them through a gun. You're just casting the spell.
Yep. Don't have my gun.
Okay.
yeah.
So that
Oh,
scorching
thank
ray
God.
is going to go wide and strike the building right there. Setting a part of the pillar aflame. The next 2 will both hit, targeting this dude right here. This dude?
Yep.
That
That
one?
dude. Yep.
29 damage then. Boop. Yes.
You said that at a certain point everything becomes difficult terrain. Where does that start?
Let me draw where that would be.
Like, is this difficult terrain or is it the next one?
There. Do you see that?
Okay.
Once you get out of that area, it'll be difficult terrain.
So
Tables and chairs.
this square, is it difficult terrain?
Let me put this
Matter.
here. Yes. If a line is going through a square, it's difficult
5,
terrain.
10, 20. Okay. My turn. Darren, are you done?
Oh yeah.
All right. Vaughn's going to walk to here. And then aimed at. Oh, that's wrong. Aimed at this guy.
Okay.
He's gonna cast a new spell that he has.
Fireball. Yes.
It's called
Finger of death?
Elemental Assessor.
Oh.
Element.
Finger
Oh,
of death.
oh. Okay.
Wow.
Hang on. Hold the phone. Azada champions a ray of spiring colors springs from your hand and streaks the target. You must make a successful range touch attack at your target, which deals all the different elements.
Yep.
Wait, what's the duration for?
The type of energy that does the most points of damage then persists, dealing another 4d6 of that type per round for 1d4 rounds.
That's wild.
Oh,
Had it rolled in the thing, and it rolled 4 rounds.
Yeah. So
So
1d4 plus 1, so
Yep.
5 rounds?
No, the +1 is the round you cast it. That's just, it's written. They wrote that weird.
That's the full effect's duration, I see.
Yes. Yeah,
Can
but
I
it's-
get you to roll the damage again? Because you crit.
Yeah. You want me to just click the spell again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We'll just use the first. Okay. Targeting who? This one?
No,
No, the next one over.
This one.
This one. Yeah.
So they don't have any elemental resistances, so that plus that plus that plus that.
14
plus that,
acid,
plus-
18 cold, 15 electric,
52.
and 9 fire. And cold. They took the most
Whew.
cold, right?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay.
So next round they're going to take 4 dice 6.
cold damage. Yep.
That's a spell. I've never seen that spell before.
Is that dismissible?
No.
Oh no.
So this man gets blasted and is slowly starting to freeze.
Yeah. boy. That's an effect. People are starting to scramble as you've set the building aflame over here. This bounty hunter is going to realize that there's a threat. He's going to shift to here and then take the threat out. Your AC is 16, so all of those hit.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of damage. 13 plus 65 damage.
Ow. Kind of hurt.
You go down to 15 health.
Cool.
This one is going to continue fighting Sarah. Uh-oh. One of those confirms. So let's see. Sarah has 30 AC, so we've got plus 12, so 26. And then my brain plus 15 plus 15. Sarah takes 56 damage. Big ouch. These guys are starting to rip you up a bit, guys. Peter, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna start with this one. When he goes down, I'll shift him into his square, then attack that one, and then when he goes down, I'll attack that one.
Okay.
Non-lethal. So here we go. Hua!
Oh.
So 31 non-lethal to this one.
Okay,
He
that's
goes
enough
down.
to take him down.
Then I'll hit that guy, unfortunately missing, cries. And then he'll take 23, just 12 non-lethal.
Okay. Done and done. Done and done. Sarah, my girl.
Yeah. We
Which
don't
one?
take kindly to people who do that shit.
Watch your profanity.
Fuck you, Peter. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time.
Please,
Okay.
Please, there are children listening.
So expending a cast of that.
Okay, give me your free attack first, please.
Yes.
Because he might go down.
Do you want
and then you can
to
shift.
cast defensively, please, as well?
Yeah, of
Because I
course.
forgot to do that. DC 17. That's very unfortunate.
Wait, does he have to cast it defensively with spell combat?
Yes,
Yes.
and you should cast defensively anyway, because if you don't, then instead of just wasting the spell, you're going to get hit and also
Yeah.
waste the spell.
So the spell is unfortunately going to fail, but you still get the rest of your attacks. You still have the -2 though
Yeah.
because you've used spell combat.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Whip.
The first one will hit, and it will deal 11. He is
that
still standing.
equal-
Move
Oh,
action, salt, have fun.
Salt is just going to attack him with everything he's got.
He gets 3.
Buzz.
None of them hit.
Yeah, of course.
He's flanking, but none of them hit. Isuma is going to provoke an attack of opportunity as she is going to try and take this guy down. He gets a free attack of opportunity against her and will crit her. She's not a human, though. He attacks her as if she was, and she's able to avoid the bulk of the damage, but still takes the 14. It's... What the heck? No. Get her 5 back, because she has DR. When she gets cut, but doesn't react, he, like, shoots a second look over her, like, wait, what? Like, because he expected her to take more damage, but she looks like a human. Let's roll a will on this guy's part. Oh. He has seen through the disguise, as it seems. But he can tell she is not as she appears. But now she is going to try and grapple this dude.
Hey, she's got a plus because of them 4 arms, eh?
Unfortunately, that does not work like that, and this guy has a massive CMB against grapples. His CMD against grapples is 34, so that didn't even come close. That is her turn, though. Taryn,
All right. So what we're gonna do?
just so you know, they're about to kill half the party.
Oh yes, it is known. My
Alright.
life would be a lot easier if I could just fireball,
Well, yeah, Sarah's low too.
but I can't. So what
The
we're
fire
gonna do?
spreads.
Oh man. Oh fuck. Okay, I think the fire is a problem that we can handle when everyone's not dying, unless I do something really stupid.
Don't.
I could do something really
Don't.
not a bad idea.
Shooting fire inside a
Please.
closed building full of alcohol.
Don't make.
is
Don't.
definitely
Don't
not
fuck
a
up the
good
building more.
What are you doing?
Measuring.
Why are you measuring?
Don't.
Because... Oh,
Just-
okay.
just
No. Okay,
Hit
so
the one with.
we have a couple options. I could Dimension Door here, spend my hero point, use Dragon Breath for the cold one, take out the fire, and kill one dude. I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Alright.
I mean,
I
Are
thought
you-
you were measuring
you
for
got-
another fireball, and that's
are
what
you
you
Oh,
guys do.
God, no.
are you gonna use your hero point? We just got a new one because we just
I-
leveled.
Yeah, you might
if
not
it
want
means,
to.
if it means to stop the fire from killing everybody in here, and from all the you fuckers dying,
Wait, why do you need to use your hero point?
because I need to Dimension Door over there, because I wouldn't be able to get over to the spot where I need to do in a movement action. And then,
Dimension-
Dragon's Breath, right?
yeah, use the Dragon's Breath spell for the cold, for white, white dragon, the 30-foot cone of cold. And then I just gotta position myself in a way that I can hit the fire and the homeboy. So it's a 30-foot cone. So if I do it,
Oh, it's not that wide, my dude.
I
Yeah,
know.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay. So yeah, so like if I was shooting a cone, it would affect. So the square in front of me, and then boop, and that. It's like a diagonal. It does like this.
It's like a. It's
It's not as wide as you think it is.
there I'd get most of the fire.
well, we can worry about the fire after they're dead. Honestly, like, well, if I can create water. I assume other people might be able to do that, or
And I
Just focus on this one
there.
right here.
just kill one of them, or hurt one of them.
Yeah, I'll shift there, and then I'll cast.
Might be better to kill the one in front of Sarah, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to. How much health is that fucker at? He's at a lot. I'm gonna magic missile him.
Well,
Okay.
you could split it up. Do like 2 here, 2 here, and
hit-
then the rest here.
Make sure that guy dies.
This guy,
Yeah.
18 force. He still has 1 health, but he has 12 non-lethal, so he
Oh,
goes.
Yeah,
he
boy.
goes down. I'm gonna to move this guy just to show that he's down. Okay. Vaughn.
Vaughn, while profusely bleeding from the
That guy
cuts
slashed
and
your ass
stab
up.
wounds or whatever, looks at the guy, looks at the guy in front of him, and goes, "Do better," and time hops over here. How far is that? 35 feet. All right.
You just, it's not that you like up to there, you just are over there.
Yeah,
And the
and-
bounty hunter's like,
And then we're gonna go with as a swift action, I'm gonna cast Second Wind on myself because I have less than a quarter health.
nice.
So I get 15 health. Nice.
You got a 30?
And then I'm going to cast another Elemental Assessor at that guy.
Well, it confirms. Please roll the damage again, please.
That one's also 4 rounds as well.
Oh my god!
All right.
So we got.
So he catches fire. Nice.
Fire
Oh,
to the future.
59.
And he's on fire, essentially.
And he has more non-lethal than he has health. So he is on fire and he passes out. And that brings an end to this combat.
Also, I assume... I don't know if Peter's going to do anything to help those two that I hit with elemental assessors.
one's
'cause-
freezing, one's burning.
Yeah, one's freezing, one's burning, and we have this other guy who's technically just unconscious. The other two. So
Oops. No, I need. That's not.
you'd have to heal them a bunch real quick to to stop that, because the spell doesn't stop. It's not dismissible.
So okay. Let's go in turn order. It just doesn't have to be like in initiative or anything. I just need to know who's doing what. Isuma is going to run to Vaughn's aid. Do you still have it to where she can cast spells?
Yeah.
She she has a cure moderate, is it?
Cure mod. Divine favor, cure mod, and stone shield. Pretty sure.
She gives you 21 health.
Nice.
Using your own spell. And so that will be her thing for this round. Who wants to go next to do what? The people are now still kind of scattering around. It's gotten to the point where most of this area, unless you make if you make an acrobatics check, you can move at normal speed. Acrobatics DC 12 to be able to move through the crowd. The barkeep gets up like over the thing and says, "Fire! Fire!" He's freaking the hell out.
I would like to do it so I can put it out. I
What do you wish
say,
to do?
calm down, calm down. I'm gonna make an acrobatics check.
Okay, DC 12. Okay.
And then I'm gonna hop over there, and then I'm going to dragon's breath the cone of cold into it.
Okay. And for anyone wondering, I'm not going to make him like do a gigantic dragon's breath. No, you can use the spell and just do enough to put out the fire. The area is still weakened. The barkeep is going to say, "You're going to pay for that, mage."
I say, oh, it's just a little fire, but yeah, put it on my tab. Truly, these.
As for the other bounty hunters,
We'll pay for it or repair it, whichever is necessary. You have to heal you would have to heal them a lot in a short succession.
one is going to
For
take
them to-
32, the other is going to take 30.
No,
32.
Both of those were 4 rounds, so they both take 16 d6.
Oh, it's
Of
4 die
damage.
6 each.
4 die
Okay.
6 every round, and both of those were max rounds. So
Yeah. So,
I
for
mean-
4 rounds, they're going to take 4 die 6 on each round. So that one's going to take 62.
Well, that's if you take.
And the other's going to
full
take
round.
52.
Yeah.
no, it was the one in the middle.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, sorry.
So that one,
So,
this one's a
What do you want-
popsicle. This one was incinerated.
yeah, what do you want to do, Peter? Do you want to keep these guys alive?
I'd rather not waste my resources. I did the best I could.
All right.
I was able to prevent 2 needless deaths.
Doot.
And then Dofov comes out from the bushes and just snipes
Because
them.
how it would have worked is on his turn this guy would have taken his
Yes.
this guy would have taken his 4d6 and probably have died, and then this guy would have probably died on the following turn.
Yeah, they didn't all take it in one round. I just wanted
Yeah.
to like just to speed it along. Like that would have been you would have had to have healed that much to make it matter. All right. Well,
Fawn's gonna ask the barkeep if he has a broom and dustpan.
he instead demands that you all get out of his face and immediately pay for the damages.
How much is the damages?
1,000 gold.
he can fuck off.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on.
I mean, you did cast Fireball. Or not Fireball,
No,
but Scorching
no,
Ray
I
second.
in an enclosed
And I
space.
missed because the man
second.
was dodged. What
second.
else am I supposed to do? All I have is magic.
He looks at you and says, "All right, adventurers, pay up for the damages to my bar."
We
Can
never said
I-
we were adventurers.
Wizard, paladin, magus, oracle. He can
I
tell.
was gonna ask, can I use like make whole or mending or something of that sort
Yeah, it's
to
not magical.
repair the damage?
Absolutely.
Can I
I-
do that?
I also have mending.
Yeah, we have mending.
Yeah, mending.
Mending is shit
Well,
work.
Ouch. Okay, I mean, if you just start casting magic, he's gonna get angry. Because it takes 10 minutes to cast it. He says, enough of that magic! Enough of this! Pay up immediately!
Hang on.
I'm going to intervene with the barkeep. Like, listen, good sir, we might have caused you some dismay, but we had to dispatch of these ne'er-do-wells. We are cleaning up the mess, and we are repairing it, and we're going to make it as good as new.
DC
You
22
can trust
diplomacy.
me as a paladin of Sarenrae.
That means nothing. DC 22 diplomacy.
Can I aid?
I believe you. I believe. Oh.
He calms down and says, "Right, you'll be about it immediately."
We are.
He then also says, "But what about my clients, my people coming to my bar?
They
This
will
will
be back.
damage my business."
No, we will not.
Not you. You have damaged my business. You've caused strife. People are leaving.
I'm gonna look at it and go, we're in the kill box, sir.
This happens like every day.
Give me another DC
No.
22
I've got
diplomacy.
this. I've got this one.
Oh.
I pop down 760 gold and I prestidigitate a sign that says free beer next 10 minutes.
He will take that, and then when you give him that money and do all that stuff, and people just start pouring into the fucking place. Have you already seen like that episode with that the Looney Tunes episode with that top hat dancing frog? Where he tries several different signs to get people to come in. The sign that he puts out that makes people come in to the establishment, it says free beer. And people just like run in as fast as they can when he puts that down. But yeah, you do that, it works wonders. The guy's mood instantly changes. And he says, and you're going to please take whatever room you want. If someone's in the room you want, just kick them out. He is very friendly with you people now.
I want the one you're staying in.
All right. And on that, I want the one you're staying in. That is where we're going to bring an end to this session. Well, that was fun. Players, don't leave yet. This is where the stream, however, is going to come to an end. I would like to thank anyone who decided to hang out to the end. If you're just watching, however it be, thanks for joining. Till next we meet, ladies and germs.
Yeah.
You all say goodbye, everybody.
Don't come back.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody.
Goodbye forever.
All right. Till next time, everyone.